It's time to be real. It's time to be honest. And it's time that people get realistic with exactly what this Chelsea guys can do. The title is over. It's finished. And we're going to talk about Trent, Salah, and also Mr. Sadio Mane. Let's get it. See, Eric, I see in the background, bro. Eric, I'll bring you in. But Eric, before I bring you in, I just need to just say a few words, Eric. I need to just say a few words because I think it's very important that I'm very clear and succinct with what I'm saying. You see, I don't know whether maybe Chelsea will not listen to what I was saying or so forth, but I said to Chelsea that you can't drop points. You're going up against 99 points merchants, 100 points merchants, 97 points merchants. No, it doesn't mean that you can win every game. You've got to win the games you have to win. You have to win the games that you should win. And I knew something was funny. I was like, look at how easily Chelsea are cutting these guys open. Look at the ease with which they are creating chances. It's like, man, it's going to be a good day. Like, okay, 20 minutes gone. 25, 30, 40. Okay, I've seen this game before. I've seen this story play out before. If it's still 0-0 at halftime, oh, dearie me. So, yeah, you got the 1-0. But, Chelsea just had to get Everton back into the game. You see, for me, I talk big talk. I talk real talk. I talk overall talk. City. I want to talk about 7-0. I want to talk about so let's talk about 7-0. Look at what Liverpool did. 1-0 down. Look at how they turned it around. I'm going to get to about trends, but because I want to talk about Liverpool afterwards. But first of all, with the Chelsea thing, you're not serious. If you want to challenge these juggernauts that are Man City and Liverpool with how they've redefined consistency in the league, Chelsea, the way you're rolling, you are not serious. You cannot be taken seriously. This isn't about mathematics. This is more than mathematics. This is footballing heritage. This is footballing reality. And the footballing reality is, as we've seen, the squad isn't that good. It's not that good. It's high. It's not that good. There are good players. They're quality players. They're not elite players. They're not definitive articles. Because there is no reason. I don't even want to hear anything about COVID. I don't want to hear anything about COVID because, bro, Everton are missing like pretty much most of the freaking squad. And they didn't have their first choice guy in Richarlison as a striker. So you couldn't beat a depleted Everton. And who are Chelsea meeting? Lukaku, Werner. Kante was on the freaking bench. I'm sorry. And look, see, Mount, bless his soul. Bless Mount's soul. And he got the goal. So quality got the goal. Bro, he should have had 3 goals. You see, one story is, hey man, Mount comes clutch again. There's only guy that comes clutch. Cool. Although the goal you scored, you were literally 1 yard away from how you shot. The amount of chances this guy had. Bro, this guy had a freaking 1v1 straight next to the he could sniff the keeper's breath and he still missed. So, yes, you got the goal. This should have been 4 or 5. And Mount, you should have scored 3 of your freaking goals. This is a clear example as to how, let's be real. Let's see what happens in the Champions League. Let's see what's happened in the FA Cup. With regards to the league, Liverpool and City, they're on a different level. Chelsea are simply not on the level of City and Liverpool, specifically with what City did in 7-0. So it was important mentally and psychologically that Chelsea had to respond to 7-0. You had to respond to 7-0. You had to respond. And this was your response. I'm sorry, man. Guys, it is what it is. It's not to be. This season, Chelsea just simply aren't in the right frame of mind to say what's up. So I want to bring in some guys up in this piece, man. Eric, talk to me, bro. Eric, talk to me, man. Eric, it's over, isn't it? Eric, it's over, man. Isn't it?
You see, I would be in a very different position if this was maybe 6 years ago, 5 years ago. But look, I am not going to let Chelsea ruin my weekend. It's not going to happen. So look, I'm doing all right. In fact, I'm doing this and I'm doing this right now. Chelsea will not ruin my weekend. And for everybody who is struggling right now, for every Chelsea supporter who genuinely believed we're going to walk. I heard some people say we're going to walk the league. You know, we're gonna.
Who opened their trap and said that we're going to walk this
Yeah,
league?
look. So everybody's struggling with mental health. Who happens to be a Chelsea fan right now? I just want to give you some good advice. Just change your outlook. Forget about Chelsea winning the title this season. We can do it next season, season after. It's not. Forget about this season. If it happens, wow, bonus. Just like last season, we won the Champions League. Wow, what an amazing bonus to the season. But don't expect it. Just don't put yourself through that.
So what I mean, like before I go to Rough, I mean, like Eric, I mean, what is I mean, it's because I know. Look, I was thinking, no, I hear what you shouldn't allow Chelsea just to ruin your whole week and everything. But I just need some answers that you in that first you clearly saw that Everton were just not in any shape or form because they just lost to Crystal Palace. They've lost most of their players, the baron of form, and you look at the quality of chances that Chelsea had. I'm like, Eric, like, why can't you put two of those chances away? Like, if you're serious about winning this, how do you not put two or three of those chances away? And Eric, you see, people will now call me anti-White or anti-Mount. Okay, Mount, you scored the goal. Eric, this guy should have had 3 or 4. This guy should have had 3 or 4. I mean, am I a bad guy for saying that?
No. But you can't expect it from Mount because he's not a striker. You know, we played on the pitch with no strikers today. And people want to tell me that we're a better team without a goal scorer in Lukaku. Mount wasn't on the Mount is not a striker. He did what he could. I'm happy he actually scored, and that should have been all we needed. 1 goal, you know. But this team, we just can't defend for whatever reason. And people tell me that it's about injuries. You know, the reason we're playing so poorly, the reason why we can't keep clean sheets anymore, the reason why we're struggling in general, is because we don't have the key players. We have injuries. Hopefully they're right. I don't think they're right. I think there's something else going on. But the way I'm seeing this team, the worst part about this team is we can't. We make teams look good. Everton are a bad team, but we actually make them look better than they are.
Do you know what the key thing? I think defense is one thing. I mean, the defense has lost its steeliness and it's lost its invincibility. But I think another thing as well is there are when you look at City and Liverpool, you just feel like if there's going to be a goal, you can just sense that a goal is going to come. That until the referee blows the whistle, you can sense a goal is going to come. Chelsea sometimes I'm like, bro, I don't know where this goal is going to come from. And when the goal comes, I'm like, oh, where did that come from? So there just isn't that belief that Chelsea can get the goal. In the same sense with Liverpool and Liverpool, you just know that these guys are going to score.
There's so many reasons why that's the case. I mean, look at the goal that Trent scored. I mean, my goodness, what a fantastic goal. Liverpool have like 2, 3, 4 players who can do things like that. Chelsea don't even have one. And that's just one of the many reasons why.
And do you know what another key issue is? Chelsea have a trend in Reece James. But Eric, look at I'll bring up the charts for you now. Trent isn't Liverpool's top scorer. I think Reece James might still be Chelsea's top scorer this season.
Nah, it's Mount. It's Mount.
Yeah, Reece James is second.
It's Mount now.
Okay. Oh, now it's Mount, and then
actually no.
Thank you. That's even a better point. So Mount is the top scorer. Eric just said that Mount isn't really a goal scorer. So can we now see what the issue is? You see, Liverpool, their top scorer is Salah. Their top assister is Salah. But Trent can chip in. Just other guys can chip in. But Salah, the goal scorer. If your top scorer is Mount, that's a big problem. That is a big problem because if your top scorer is Mount, and I don't know, bro, Mount he can get to a clutch goal, bro. He's not a high volume goal scorer. So, and you saw it in the amount of chances that he missed because the goal he scored, that was easy. Bro, he was literally right next to the goal. That's easy. So if Mount is the top scorer and Reece is the second top, if Mount is your top scorer and your right back is the second top scorer, that's you're having a laugh. You're having a laugh.
One last thing, HH.
Yeah. What?
I think Danny Higginbottom, he said that Chelsea are a methodical and predictable team, and that's bad.
True.
That reminds me of when Chelsea were playing under Conte in the second season.
We need to get rid of the 3 at the back.
Sometimes under Sarri, we can't. How can you be a predictable team and expect to win games? You can't do it. You have to have more to your game.
I mean, I'm going to bring up something later on, but probably after the whole Liverpool thing, because specifically about Tuchel and a change of tactics potentially. But Ralph, talk to me, man. Ralph, man. I mean,
Wow, I'm
it's
tired. I'm tired of our attack.
like Ralph. These guys are not serious, man. Come on, Ralph. They're not serious.
I'm tired of the defense. I'm just tired of all of it. For so many years, we haven't won a title. We're not gonna win it again. These same players always let the managers down. I just feel like Tuchel's just been carrying these players the whole time, and they're not actually that good. That's how I feel. So,
wait. Okay, see, I love these streams because the reason why I love streams is because hashtag honesty. You see, that's my new thing. Hashtag honesty. So Ralph, because me and Eric we touched upon this. Was that Champions League a fluke?
it wasn't a fleet for Tuchel, but it was a fleet for those players.
To be just to cover my
That
back.
was really Tuchel.
Tuchel
pretty much made them plus Kante overplay themselves.
Let me just confirm. Sorry, Ralph.
Kante and Tuchel. That's what I was gonna say.
Ralph, let me just let me just make it very clear. I didn't say it was a fluke, by the way. There's no receipt on I didn't say that. Carry on.
No. I said that is it a fluke and you laughed. And for me, a laugh is pretty much
No.
I
didn't. No.
Okay, sorry, Ralph, continue.
Yeah, so I think it was Kante and Tuchel. Especially when you look at that Havertz goal in the final, we did not deserve that goal. Come on. Look how fluky it was. And then the Pulisic chance as well. He misses that. So, like, for me, I hope the board, they give Tuchel a chance to shape the squad into his own and just get rid of players that he doesn't rate or just been letting play these managers down over the years. It just, I'm just frustrated at the moment, man.
I mean, but do you concede the league or are you relying on mathematics?
No, I can see that. I don't see. We got too many terrible attackers. I don't think Tuchel trusts the defenders. That's why he keeps playing three at the back, in my opinion. People may disagree, but I don't see. People keep saying to like give a contract to Christensen and Rudiger. I actually like them individually, but how good are they really? I like Rudiger a lot.
Asking the real questions, man. Okay, well, let me bring in Abdul, man. Talk to me, man. Abdul, is it over, man? Is the title thing over now?
Again, kind of like alluding to what Ralph is saying, I'm just tired, man. It's like it's been for the last since 2018, it's been the same problem. It's like we always from September to November, we're actually quite decent. Then when it comes to December, it's like everything just goes crashing down, and I'm just tired, Hafo, because it's like I just can't be bothered watching City and Liverpool just run away with the title. And I really thought that Chelsea could really do something this season with the attacking plays that we've done. And one thing that's
the thing, and this is what me and Eric touched upon before. Again, hashtag honesty, and be honest. Are these players really good enough? Is this squad really good enough to win this league? Truthfully speaking.
Again, I feel like with the players, of course, they're not as experienced or they're not in their peak or prime, but I feel like the system, from an offensive point of view, does the system really benefit the attacking play sometimes? Because when I look at all the goals and the chances that we create, it's always our wing backs that are in better positions consistently. Don't get me wrong, I love Reece James and that, but why is our right wing back in a better position than a Lukaku or a Havertz or Ben Chilwell taking shots, or it's always a defender that scores the first goal? And one thing that I've always seen is that when Chelsea score, I feel like once let's say Chelsea score within the first 15 minutes, right? That's when you tend to see how we play. But the moment we don't score first, early in the game, that's when we kind of get exposed. And today is just another one of those games where, a lot of pointless passing, a lot of textbook passing, and there's no fluidity. And I've always said,
as I said again, I'm like, at this, I don't know where the goal is coming from. That's
Exactly.
whenever I say where is this goal coming from?
Exactly. And if you want to win a league titles, like of course you can have your philosophy in that, but you need your attacking players to score goals. And Chelsea's attack, we don't score goals. It's like since we bought Pulisic, we spent 300 million on attacking players, and none of them have done anything for us. It's just the same problem. And even when you look at Chelsea's past title wins, it's like, yeah, we were defensive, but we still had guys that scored goals. We still had Costa that scored
Hazard,
goals. We still had Hazard. Yeah, we even willing that Pedro scored like 10 goals, got double digits in goals and assists in that Conte season. You still got your attacking players contributing. With Chelsea, it's like it's either our defenders or our wing backs are scoring. It's never Lukaku, it's never Havertz, it's never Pulisic, it's never this guy. And with Chelsea, it's kind of like we're just a weird team. And for me, I've always said it for a long time. Chelsea are not a 38 game season team. We're just a team. At best, we're just a cup team. We're just like a cup competition, like a knockout stage team. We're not consistent enough. Yeah, you can play well for 7 games in the Champions League knockout tie, or in a one-off game or a 2-legged tie, but we're not a 38 game season team, in my opinion, because you can't get the moment you can't get the best out of your £100 million investment. Don't talk to me. Don't. All
right, wait, let me bring in some dubs. So, from your boy Danny Henkel, who says, "Draw against Everton's fetuses." #Tukeliban lives. So, guys, just in case you don't know, guys, this is a United fan, and I keep asking United fans that when was the last time you won a major trophy? So, and I get it, but when was the last time your club won a major trophy? That's all I want to know. But shout out to you. Thank you for the dub, bro. La Cobon. Football Hub member, man, thank you for the dub. My death certificate calls Saul's touch. Do you know that he has Saul my rank?
He's the worst signing in our history.
A more useless signing. You see,
he was at 4 for the goal.
That is not bad. If you can tell me a more useless signing,
he's the worst signing ever, man.
Bro, this guy is at least be crap. At least miss an open goal, do something. He does nothing. This guy literally does nothing. And also, isn't he like the 3rd or 4th highest paid player in
200k? Yeah.
200k.
But I don't think Chelsea pay all of that. I think it's half and half with Atletico.
My friend, even if Chelsea are paying 50, it's too much. Even if they pay this clown 50k, it's too much. Mr. Mansman, thank you for the dub, says, Bram, get that Usting to the bridge right now. But here's the thing, Bram.
Yes, we need a player like him.
Oh, 100%. But will he be fit? See, if you can give me a guarantee Ousmane Dembele will be fully fit, get him in his club immediately. 100%. And bro, guys, call me crazy. I'm taking a risk with Hazard.
No,
things are so bad right now. There is such a lack of creativity. Sue me, insult me, abuse me. I'll take a risk with Hazard. Okay,
I do agree with you that we don't have
what is this?
creators in our team. We don't create.
Nobody's doing anything. Sideways,
chances.
Pass to feet. There's no sauce here, bro. No sauce.
The thing is, we create chances, but we don't create quality chances. Like City
no. But if you look at that first half, Chelsea created quality chances that you didn't put away. Like when Ziyech did that little dummy, gave it to Pulisic, and Pulisic did a little flick.
Maybe it's because we don't create them as much.
What?
Maybe it's because we don't create them as much. The players are not used to it. I don't know.
I feel like we don't create volume of chances. I feel like it's not about creating the best. I think like the best teams is about creating consistent volume of chances. I feel like if Chelsea created as many chances as we did in the first half, in the second half, we would have scored more goals. But I think it's the volume, in my opinion. I feel like
no, because I think as the game wore on, Chelsea they lost their
literally. And even the goal that we scored, it was a counter-attacking goal. We didn't break them down. It's literally Reece James picked the ball in midfield, lays off to Mason Mount.
And Everton, they were there for the taking, man. They're there for the taking. So your boy, Jose Mario dos Santos Mourinho Felix. Oh, Mourinho. I won 3 premierships alone with CFC. Respect me, man. Oh, bro. Josie, we respect you, bro. Josie, we respect you, man. Jay Jokin says, Tuchel has been looking funny since Rag joined Man U. So again, I'll say this again. So Jay Jokin, I know you're a United fan. Can you please tell me when last your club won a major trophy? You see, you can't really talk that much because Chelsea have won a Premier League and a UCL more recently than you won a major trophy. So please tell me. Thank you, bro. From Jose Mourinho again, man. Thank you for that, Jose Mourinho. I think I get disrespected a lot. I am Chelsea's greatest manager. 3 for wait, I'm just trying to manager. 3 for me, 1 for them. The cup runs are overrated. So Kelly Ban beats my 15 goal record. I dare you. Well, even when it was happening, I knew that I was never going to get beat.
I was telling people, man. I was telling. Did you listen?
Sorry, Chelsea fans on Twitter, you need to just relax.
Yeah, they need to relax.
After 3 games, do you think Chelsea can break that? You know, Chelsea have probably the best. I was like, shut up. Wait until 50 games. After 5 games, Chelsea are one of the best defenses in the world. Chelsea, I think these guys could break Mourinho's defensive record. Can you let 10 games go? Can you let 15 games go? Hassan, here he is. This Chelsea team reminds me of our 05 team a lot. Well, if it does, that means there should be Champions League in waiting. If it does, that means that there should be Champions League in waiting. So guys, look, man, let's touch on this because they are the title rivals and so forth. Where are we? Oh, oopsie daisy. There we go. So, happening tonight as well. And I was watching both games, by the way. Now, forget that it's Newcastle, struggling and so forth. I'm just looking at how a team is playing and how they're operating. When you look at Liverpool play, especially at Anfield, you just feel that there is a strong inevitability that they can say what's up. Like when Newcastle, I know it was a quality goal by Shelby, who looks like if the guys from doing like time at San Quentin, man, but you just felt like if there was an inevitability or Liverpool will get back. So you can look, okay, was it a head injury? Put that to one side. I want to just, you know what? I want to check something. I want to bring something and then I'll come back to this because I want to show you guys because this is why Chelsea needs to relax. This is why Chelsea just needs to relax. Wait, what are we doing? Sorry. Beautiful. Now I want you to feast your eyes on this. This is a very clear image as to why people just need to relax. Can you see who's top of the goal scoring charts?
Oh my god!
Can you see who is second?
Wow.
Can you see who is second? Cool.
Oh
now, can you see who is top of the assist charts?
Oh my! What?
Can you see who is second?
Who said Salah?
Sorry, you went to do the game. Okay, so
was it Hitchich who said Salah wasn't world class?
Wait, Streets, let me do the game. Let me go. So, Streets, I'll do it again in case maybe people have missed it. Look at who is top of the goal scoring charts.
Wow.
Look at who is second. Now, look at who is top of the assist charts. Look at who is second.
Hitchich, Salah is still the chief guy, right? Surely. He's not getting replaced anytime soon, man.
You see, guys, man. You see, for me, I don't see. I'm not a tribal fan. You see, that's it. They are tribal fans and they're football fans. Tribal fans will be like, oh no, Chelsea, screw Liverpool now. We're better than Liverpool. Chelsea can still win, blah blah. Cool. Then football fans are guys who, okay, you can still support your team, but you can take a step back and be realistic. Chelsea not on Liverpool's level. Okay. You can see the experience of Liverpool. You can see the chemistry. You can see the understanding here. And my thing is, having a player like Salah, it gives you so much confidence. Because you know that until that referee puts a whistle to his mouth, this guy can do something. Not only can this guy give you the goal, he can maybe create the goal. So having a guy doing what he's doing this season, the amount of goals he's scoring, the amounts of assists he's giving, it's different. It's different. Of course, you should have a good functioning team. But in an ideal world, you have a team that functions well, but you need a superstar or superstars. You know, you need a superstar or superstars. And you look at your boy Trent. I mean, that is you see, for me, this is my thing about Trent. I still question his defensive qualities. He's not trash defensive, but I still question them. There are few better strikers of the ball, technique-wise, few better strikers of the ball than this dude here. In terms of just how cleanly, because for me, I would say that's probably one of the best guys for shooting technique is Toni Kroos, but just like he's much more accurate and much more effective. But you look at Liverpool now, and you see, this is my question here. Mane, I think, is done. I don't know what has happened to Mane. So the question for Liverpool is, can Jota take Mane's place? Bro, I think Mane had like 2 quality chances that he messed up completely, and he even messed up with the chance that led to Salah scoring his goal. So if Mane can't be El Dio, can Jota be the Jot? Can Jota can he jot can he jot down things? Can he jot down notes? So if he can jot things down, boom. Because bro, Mane, I don't know what has happened to my African brother right now. So look, let me come to Eric, man. Eric. Look, we're done with Chelsea.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Because I want to bring in City as well.
Okay.
Do you think the Liverpool can do this? How likely do you think that they can win this league? And my thing is, how much will Mane not really being that dude affect them based on how important it was for them when they won the league?
Well, it looks like Jota has taken his place, so Mane can come off the bench and actually be an effective sub.
Excuse me?
No,
you're making Mane a super sub.
Yes. And even if he's not even if he's not getting the goals or getting the assists, you know that he's still gonna put out he's still gonna run hard, he's still gonna put in the performance, and work hard for the team. You can always expect that from Mane, unlike some other teams. So look, it's Liverpool are doing a lot better than I thought they would do. I thought they would finish like top 4 because I wasn't sure about them going forward. And ironically, that's the scariest thing about the team, because they're just scoring for fun. And so far, they look more dangerous than Man City for me. I think they're the most dangerous team going forward right now. I would very much not want to...
Wait. City put 7 past some dudes a few days ago.
Yes, I know they did, but I still maintain what I said. So far, we know that City are the best team offensively. They've scored the most goals the last 4 seasons, so we know that. But from what we've seen this season so far, I think Liverpool have been the best team going forward. And in general, I still think Man City are the best, but Liverpool will push them all the way. I think Liverpool can easily win it. Well, just as easily as Man City. It's going to be one of those 2, I think. But I'm still going to say City will win it, but Liverpool will be very close. And Trent Alexander, I mean, what a fantastic... he's just a fantastic footballer, really.
See, that's the key thing. You see, when I think about Trent, I say that even people, he's one of the best right backs in the world. I'm like, you have to look at what Carvajal is doing. Because when you say right back, I need both ends. But if not just say his footballing ability, okay. All right. Okay, like dead ball, passing, shooting, I got you. This kid is talented. This kid is talented. So I'll continue.
Yeah. I have no idea what that comment means, but I'm just going to ignore it.
Wait. What comment?
Somebody put something in the chat. I have no idea what that means.
Look, this guy.
Okay, so what was I saying? Look, Trent is... I never mean to disrespect Trent when I say what I say. And I still think Reece James is better than him overall, even though obviously he probably should have scored today. And he's in a team that is underperforming, or a team that is just not good enough right now. But I still think Reece James is better overall. But Trent, you can't deny how good he is, as a footballer. He can do, set pieces, free kicks, passing, his shooting. He's fantastic. He's really, really good. I would I think most teams would want to have him in their team. So Liverpool have exceeded expectations for me this season, and I think they'll be second, first or second, something like that. As
All right.
much as it pains me, yeah.
Look at it. This is by bringing room, man. Ralph, man, talk to me, Liverpool, man. Ralph.
What was the question? Sorry. What was it?
Yeah, so look, I mean, Liverpool, man. I mean, do you think these guys have the tools to take City all the way, or do you think that they miss a little something, or do you trust Jota to be able to deputize for Mane?
No, I think City are gonna win the league, man. I feel like because of AFCON. I know it's like, is it like 1 or 2 games?
No, it's 2 games and 1 cup game. So, but those 2 games could be crucial, you know.
Yeah, I think they'll push City, but City just have more depth, more quality. It's just like Liverpool's depth is just not as good, and yeah, I'm not really. I'm just jealous of these teams, man.
Look, man.
I just envy these
Ralph,
teams.
man. As I said again, see, Ralph, you can be jealous, or you can look at it this way: how many years has Klopp been with Liverpool? How many years has Pep been with Man City? Tuchel, he's just really just come in. Tuchel has yet to have a full season.
This is what gives me hope that hopefully this club will just give one manager one chance.
Oh no, Ralph, that's not happening. You see,
this is the problem.
If Chelsea, because I was just thinking about Sarri earlier today, and so I said, man, Sarri was given a raw deal, and I'd have liked to see a long-term Sarri process. But the issue is that Bram is who he is. He is who he is. And the issue is that Chelsea just didn't fall upon a Pep or a Klopp. Pep and Klopp are probably the 2 best managers in the world right now.
The thing is with Sarri, the Sarri appointment was to change the style of the club because Chelsea were like a defensive team. But Chelsea wanted to change that. But then the fans, for me, our fans, they play a part in this, man. They need to stop hounding out managers as well as players.
They hounded him, and there were people ready to sink with the Lampard ship.
Exactly. So they need to stop being.
I don't even want to get into. Yeah, go ahead.
The fans need to. They need to get behind Tuchel and just give him a chance, man. Because I'm seeing people mention Lampard right now on Twitter.
Look, see, my thing is that I don't know. Tuchel is a good manager. He's not as good as Pep or Klopp, but maybe he could be. We just don't know.
You said that HH, but would Pep or Klopp have won the Champions League with this team?
Now, let me answer. Okay, let me just try and answer this with you right now. Is maybe not. But what do you want? Sustained success or vibes success? As we've just said, we are now saying that, wait a minute, how did Chelsea actually win that Champions League? Because we're looking at this team now and how they're playing and how they're operating, and I'll say, wait, how did they win that Champions League? When Liverpool won that Champions League, they've moved on strength to strength, and they're still those freaking dudes. So my thing is, okay, Tuchel came in and he won it, which is great and amazing. Now, what if Chelsea get knocked out in the round of 16, during the FA Cup, end up trophyless, and end up coming 6th?
They better not sack him. Well, if we come 6th, then we have to.
The thing as well, HH is...
No. Right. You have to see. Chelsea are who they are. It is what it is.
But Chelsea are not ruthless. Chelsea aren't as ruthless.
Sorry, Abdul.
But Chelsea aren't as ruthless as we was like before. Like I think Chelsea were a bit more
Bram
lenient.
Bram is still that.
Literally, Sorry left on his own terms. Lampard, he had to get out of there. But I feel like because Tuchel's won the Champions League, he'll get a bit more leeway, in my opinion.
If he comes 6th, nah, man.
No,
they're not 6th, but if Chelsea finish top 4, but we don't win a trophy, I still feel he'll be here next year.
I still expect. So HH, you mentioned a few things.
Yeah.
The Champions League I don't want to think about that now, and I'm not really worried, to be honest. I don't think that's going to be a major problem.
Eric, I dare them to lose to Lille.
They won't.
I can see it.
So-
Eric,
I can see it.
no, Eric, no, Eric.
No,
I said, Eric, I said I dare them. I said basically it's like a dare. Like, go on, I dare you. Like, it's like, you know, like how you dare people, you know, like how you do like truth or dare. I double dare you to lose to Lille. It's round of 16. I dare you. But continue.
Look, Lille are not a bad team. Okay, Lille, like every team in the Champions League is
but they're
not bad.
11th
They're
though
all good.
in Liga.
Yes, but
Abdul, I don't care whether they are 20th. I dare them to
It's,
go and lose to Lille now round of 16.
it's in February, so there's still hope. In February, hopefully, the team will play differently, right? And the players will come back from injury and things like that. So we have time to worry about that. It's much later in the future, or much, you know, it's far away from now. So we don't need to think about that. But in terms of the Premier League, you can't criticize. If Chelsea finished third, you can't really say anything about, you know, you can't say anything about that.
Oh, no,
because Tuchel has-
you can't. No, but you see, my thing is, look, put it this way. If Liverpool and City end up at like 95 or 94 points, bro, look, okay, I think the most points Chelsea have had was 91, I think, with Conte or something. So it is what it is. But let's say Liverpool or City win it with 85 or 86 points, and you think about the Burnley game, you think about the United game, you now think about this Everton game, then you say to yourself that you lost games that you had no business losing. You literally gave away points. There are games in which you were controlling. See, it's one thing when you lose to City, you got outplayed, you got beat. It's one thing where you lost to like so was it? I think wait, Liverpool game was that a draw?
It
Yeah,
won one.
draw.
So boom. Okay, that's actually even good, and that was with 10 men. But there's another thing when you are the better team, you've controlled the game and you don't win. Then it's going to be a case of like, should you have come third? If these guys finish with like 84, because see, we know they can do 95 plus, they can do that. But what if they finish with 85 or 86, which is very achievable? Then you say to yourself that all those points that you dropped, if you hadn't dropped them, which you shouldn't have, then maybe you could have won this freaking league.
I think it's what I think it was Ralph who was saying it. Chelsea need to be brave. Decide that Tuchel is the guy, and you back him. You know. And I was hearing in a different stream about Tuchel not being the best with recruitment and actually getting players to improve the team. I don't know about that, but the reality of what I'm saying is Chelsea have to decide that Tuchel is the man, and we just back him and go ahead. You know, because we can't just keep chopping and changing and expect to do better than teams who have a much better.
Yeah, we
I
can't
think-
keep doing it because
You see, because look, I said, guys, you can talk what you want. Bram's going to be Bram. I said, I can't change Bram. But if I was to talk to Bram and say, Bram, the game changed. This isn't 05. You see, back in 05, 04, you can chop on because back in 05, players were still very key and players were still very important. It's now all about the manager. Right now, manager is king. So if you get the right manager, let him build the team in his image and let him completely have full control and back him with as much money as you want. And that is the best you can succeed into this because you're not beating Pep and Klopp, chopping and changing now. These Pep and Klopp, with the way these guys are rolling, these guys, they've redefined what it is to do domestically. Now, for a cup, it's fine. You're not going to do what Conte did well. Like, you just cracked the code. Like the moment City did 100 points, the game changed. The game changed
Exactly.
because 100, then 98, then 99. Bro, those are stupid, not numbers. So once you're seeing that, to do that, who's the manager? Give him all you can. Pump as much money as possible. Get the best possible squad possible. Give him the squad in his image. Boom. But the question is Tuchel? Can Tuchel be like Klopp, or can he be like Pep?
I think
Because it's going to be.
I think he's,
their level to try and do what these guys do.
I think he's tactically better than Klopp. I think, in my opinion, I think he's tactically better than
I
Klopp.
can see that. I can see that.
Not Pep though. I think
I feel like
Tuchel
Tuchel
is
is like
just too much.
I feel like Tuchel is like he's a mixture of both Pep and Klopp. I feel like Tuchel knows how to be like defensive, but he also knows like he's more balanced than both of them, in my opinion. If he was given like the chance to like make the team in his own image.
Yeah, no, look. You see, in my view, personally speaking, if I was to put money down, I think City win this.
Yeah.
I think City
Yep.
wins because the reason why I say City wins is that I think Liverpool might be too reliant on Salah. Like, put it this way: if Salah continues what he's doing this season, and Liverpool win the league, you see, my thing is that they're going to shift the Ballon d'Or till after the World Cup, though. That's the thing; they're going to shift it till after the World Cup. But because my thing is that if Liverpool win the league, it'll be mainly due to what Salah does.
But what if Manchester United
you're
win
not in
the
contention as
Champions
one of the
League?
best players of the season and the year. But my issue is that the reason why I say City is it's Mane, because I don't think Jota can do what Mane did in that 99 points season. And
But
City is just way more balanced because City are like, we're not reliant on if this guy goes down, boom. For Liverpool, it's way because really, even when Liverpool won the league, of course, Van Dijk was huge. Salah did this thing. Again, as Liverpool fans, in that 99-point season, Mane's goal won the most points for Liverpool. His goals were Salah may have scored more, but his goals won the most points for Liverpool. So can Jota be as clutch as Mane was in that 99 points? Because if he can't, City can't be beat. Because this team is too strong.
But won't see like focus on the Champions League this season and like take an eye off the league this year.
Pep always focuses on everything, man. He doesn't prioritize.
No. Because Pep wants all the trophies, bro. He wants all the trophies. So, if I was advising Pep, I was like, bro, I feel that Pep can see what's up to Fergie now. United fans will say no, but I feel that Pep has done enough for you there to be an argument as to who has made much more of an impact in Premier League, Pep or Fergie. I think so. Your legacy is already set in the Premier League, bro. Focus on the Champions League. Put your focus because Pep. I think what Pep really wanted was to do the quadruple, which is stupid. That was his biggest bit. I think I don't know whether it was the 98 or the 100-point season where I was like, bro, forget the quadruple. Screw that dumbass Papa John's Cup and rest your players so it gives you the best chance to stay within Champions League. There is no team can physically win the quadruple. It's too many games. It's too many games. So that was the biggest issue there. I mean, let me just take a few dubs from these kids, man. So where we are. Oh no, there we are. From Half Hope's honest opinions, my Tuchel ban needs more weapons for war. #by refs. Well, I'll be real with you. It wasn't really Tuchel ban for football. Let's be real. It wasn't really Tuchel. Well, it wasn't in the first half. Second half, it was okay. We've run out of ideas. But in the first half, you see, it's just because Chelsea drew. I almost forgot. That was Ziyech's best game. That is the best game I've seen from Ziyech. I was like, damn, this is the dude from Ajax.
I wouldn't say his best game. I think least frustrating game.
No. You see, unless you can name me one better, this is his best game, where he looked good. He was making sharp. His dribbling was working. His movements was working. He was sharp.
Villarreal Super Cup. That was his best performance.
Now I think he had more activity here because remember that Super Cup he went off injured. So how big was the sample size? It was a small sample
5 minutes.
that he had in that Super Cup when he got injured.
Yeah, he got injured before the first half ended.
What is it?
He got injured before the end of the first half.
Thank you. So it's too small a sample size, man. From Marvel. Whoa, the hell from Marvel. Hey, Marvel, what up, baby? Hope you enjoyed. You see, guys.
I'm pretending I didn't see that.
I didn't actually read that to the end, which is good. I didn't read that to the end.
What is wrong with people?
No, honestly, what is wrong with people, man? I haven't watched the movie.
Seriously, what is wrong? People, because my thing is, people will enjoy the film more if they know nothing. And it's one of those films where if you know nothing, it is a great experience. The less you know, the better experience you have. Why would you? And the fact that you actually spent money. Guys, guys, just pause. I know this is a football thing, but I want you just to peep the levels of stupidity and loserishness. This guy paid money to try to ruin the film for people.
It's sabotaging, man.
God,
This is why people have to
people
maybe
are losers, man.
HH. Maybe you need to read the whole thing before you put it up. That seems like the only solution.
No, I know, no, just that I'm quite far away from my monitor, so
Right.
I need to pull it up for it to come bigger because I'm so far away from my monitor and everything. So, I mean, but I mean, you filthy losers, man. From JJ Bridgman, HH, and the panel, big up, but the game today, fire my eyes. No, look, man. JJ, man, it ain't great, man. JJ, it ain't great, man. JJ, it ain't great, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. But the league is gone, man. Team just isn't up to the level of this league. From Mo Baller says, is Martinelli ready for the Brazil start?
No way.
Vinicius is better, man.
So my thing is that he's better than Coutinho. So let's say Vini and Neymar start. Are you saying that Martinelli isn't as good as Jesus? Are you saying that he isn't as good as Firmino? He can't do as much as Firmino. Now my thing is that okay, let's Jesus because his legacy there, but he's close. Bro, this ends vintage Brazil. This ended as a Ronaldo, Rivaldo, and so forth. And bro, Martinelli, this kid is good. This kid can play. So my thing is that maybe not ready for a start, but he's not far away from being a starter for Brazil. So, La Cobham man says, Saul, aka Gaddafi, must be on a work experience. Wait. Is this the guy that they called Mugabe?
No, it's not him. It's not him. It's the other one. It's the other Spaniard.
Oh, him. left back.
HH, can we talk about Aspilicueta? I feel like this guy needs to leave.
This is his last season, man.
Wait,
I need him to leave. I know he's like been our captain all these years and been a loyal servant.
Is it Aspilicueta?
Yeah, I feel like he needs to leave now.
You see, the thing with Aspilicueta is this is that for what Chelsea wants to do, he's not the guy.
He's not. He's too slow on the ball.
You see, my thing is that if you're playing this system, you need to be doing what Cancelo is doing. You need to be doing what Walker is doing. You need to be doing what Trent is doing, what Robertson is doing, where you need to really offer quality. Bro, after Aspi crosses the halfway line, I think his brain leaves him. Literally, when he crosses the halfway line, he's like, it's like no man's land. No man's land. So, yes, he's a solid defender. But if you're playing him at a right back, he is useless. Look at what United have done. United are like Wan-Bissaka, quality defender. I'm sorry, bro. If you can't cross, you can't dribble, you can't offer anything in attacking, man, we've got to bring in another guy, man. So, nationality. From Abritz Fair, man. Thank you for the Abritz Fair. If only Ogazad was here. Hashtag skulls, toes, hashtag oil. Look, man, as I said again, I'd take Hazard, man. Super really, I'll take Hazard.
No,
your boy Shan says, where's look wait, so does Lukaku have COVID? I'm assuming he has
tested positive today.
Yeah, he's got COVID. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, we said honesty. You want me to be honest?
Here we go.
COVID, man. He's not fully fit.
I said you want me to be honest.
He's gonna say something.
Yeah, be honest.
Chelsea looks alright in that first half, man.
Yeah, we did. The thing is, people don't like to admit it, but we looked better without him. But we just can't score.
I don't believe that, man. That's amazing.
I'm just saying that. Look, guys, we have to be honest here and everything. Bro, I don't care. I will open and say, bro, I will always support black players.
Yeah, exactly.
I am biased towards black players. I'll always be biased towards black players.
That's me too.
But I'm sorry, I have to be honest. Chelsea move and look more fluid without Lukaku. And
5 minutes.
I don't.
This is easy, man. Eric, relax. Let me land. This is taking nothing away from Lukaku. Do you know what the reason is? You have to build the team around him.
Yeah.
Inter Milan was built to suit Lukaku's strengths. Tuchel has a system and Lukaku, come and fit the system. Conte earmarked Lukaku and built a system to fully utilize and make the best out of him. Look at Lukaku at Inter. That is a team that's, bro, we are here to play for you. Is Chelsea here to play for Lukaku? No, he's just put into a system that's already been ready-made. So, you know, yes, aside, man, who United fan. Funny how average Jorginho looks when Kante isn't playing and fit. People were telling me Jorginho should have won the Ballon d'Or. Yes,
Those
so if
people are
anybody
stupid.
that said that did lines and is on hardcore cocaine. Anybody that said Jorginho should have won the Ballon d'Or takes hardcore, uncut, pure cocaine from Breaking Bad. You know that blue stuff that they took in Breaking Bad? That's what they sniff. Anybody that said Jorginho should have won the Ballon d'Or. So, as I told you, football Twitter is a cesspool. I told you, I don't read
Bad.
my
It's
timeline. All I go to are my notifications. Football Twitter are full of like these guys are stupid, and there's a lot of
very
Chelsea fans who
stupid.
these guys are mad. These guys are mad. What's this guy? LSK says. Remember, LSK is a United fan, by the way. Hashtag full strength. Hashtag no fear. Hashtag emulates Madrid. Hashtag the three amigos. Oh, look, man. YSK, man. Go with YSK, show me a trophy. Please go and win me a trophy, and then I'll be here, man. Win me a trophy. David Ristovsky says, don't think Pep ever lost a.
Oh my.
No,
This guy Pep is too good.
look, it's not. It never happened. It's true. It never happened.
Because no, that's when they got 98. Liverpool were in the lead.
Yeah.
Once City took the lead, that was it.
Lord. The edge and the sick protected by HH hashtag bars hashtag dictator. No, look, bro. As I said again, look, Ziyech had a good game today. Pulisic looked. Pulisic and Ziyech for like the 20 minutes, they looked all right. They looked all right for about 20 minutes or so. They looked all right. It's just that you have to play for the full fulcrum of the game, man. You have to play for the full fulcrum of the game. So, guys, I want to bring up this thing because because I'm not really. We're going to talk about it more on the hangout, but I want to get you guys thoughts because you just keep things up to date with the news, man. And so, where are we, man? So yeah, man. Look, man, he's retiring, man. He's retiring. You see, I've got to change, because there's a time, and I would say there's a time and a place. I remember when Aguero left for City, and then I put out a tweet saying that Champions League flop. You flopped in the Champions League, never did anything in the Champions League, but you were a pretty good striker in the Premier League. Then City fans abused me, insulted me, so that, bro, how classless of you. Instead of writing a nice little memo of what he did at City, why bring up his failings? And I was like, but I'm not wrong. Why can't I say that? Okay, fine. But you see, there's a time and place where you bring up the truth. You don't bring it up now. Because this is genuinely sad. Because my thing is, he wasn't ready to retire. He could have, bro. The last goal he scored was in El Clasico. Hazard has still not scored in a single goal in El Clasico. That's the one side. But the last goal that this guy scored after Barca got pimped down was in El Clasico. So for him to now have to be forced to retire, I think that's just unfortunate, bro. I think that's unfortunate. But look, man, Eric, I mean, what do you think? Because we'll talk more in detail about this on the hangar, but what do you think his legacies? See, let's say nice things. Eric, let's say nice things. Let's
look,
talk about
I'm not.
or people will just call me an a-hole. So
I'm not like you. So I never
I
was
know,
too
I
harsh.
know.
towards him
No,
anyway.
look, I'm trying to
So,
change. I'm trying to change. But
yeah, look, Aguero. Yes, he's not perfect. He has had some, he has had some down. Everybody has ups and downs, right? And I never held it too much against him, even though for banter purposes you do it sometimes and you do it to be funny. But I never took anything like that too seriously because he's somebody who I would have loved to have at Chelsea. You know, Chelsea were trying to, they were looking at him. They could have gotten him. We didn't get him in the end.
Oh wait, really? Wait, why? When?
Wait, we bought Torres instead.
Yeah, we got Torres instead. I think Terry was looking at him and saying,
Wait, Eric, wait, hold on. I got you, bro. I got you. Wait, Eric, hold on. Just, you're saying that Chelsea could have got Aguero, and instead,
Yeah,
they got Torres.
yeah.
Probably proven.
It was Carlo who said he wanted Torres for experience.
Yeah, the
I
Premier
remember
League.
I was reading an article today.
Wait.
Yesterday. Carlo Ancelotti. I think it was Carlo Ancelotti at the time.
Your goal, I hope.
yeah.
Oh, it was him and
Aguero
John Terry. It was John Terry especially.
John Terry didn't rate him at the time, but maybe he was in the position not to rate him, right? Because he was one of the best defenders in the world, but he was like, he's not that good.
And Aguero wanted to join as well.
What? Wait, so Chelsea could have got Aguero. Aguero could have been playing at Chelsea, and instead, wow, that's the. But Eric, continue, man. I mean,
Yeah, look,
let's look past that's nonsense.
yeah, it's sad. It's very sad, especially with the circumstance. You always want to be able to be in a position to retire.
On your own terms.
I was reading about Glenn Murray, and Glenn Murray kept playing, even though he's not. You can't play at the highest level at a certain age, especially when you're an attacking player. But you can always go to lower leagues. You can always go to a different league and keep playing, and then eventually you decide, okay, it's time for me to stop playing professionally. But he never got that chance, which is very sad. And maybe Pep was not being fake. Maybe he was real. Maybe he actually cared as much as he seemed to. I know he was being accused
No.
pretending.
The guy's a fit. No, he did.
Yeah. Okay. So look, it's very sad, but you always prefer somebody to be with. It's better that he's in good health.
Eric, my thing is, look, his legacy is set in the Premier League. You have, first of all, you have one of the most iconic moments in football history. History. Scoring the goal with the last kick of the game and so forth. That is one of the most iconic moments in football history. Yeah. And bro, I believe if he had stayed at City, he would have come close to Shearer's record. Wait, so he finished third or fourth all-time goal scorers in the Premier League?
I don't know exactly, but I think it was definitely top 5.
Oh yeah, no. So top. That is damn good. That is damn good. Top 5. But yeah.
Yeah, look, it's just to conclude, it's better that he's with that he's alive and he's in good health. That's the most important thing.
Health, man. Health is key. Health is key. Man.
That's it.
Abdul, talk about Aguero, man. What legacy does this guy leave in the game, man?
Yeah, man. Aguero he's a Premier League legend. Like, even though people always say he never done it in the Champions League for City, but I just feel like it's just more of a team thing and it's more of a club thing that City can win the Champions League. But it's a shame that Aguero he was forced to retire now because he could have potentially helped Barcelona do something this season. Like, maybe not obviously win the Champions League, but he could.
They are stuck with Luke with 2 U's and the Dutch Drake. So
they needed him. Aguero's Aguero. Like, Aguero could have easily played for another 3-4 years, and he could have easily bagged goals for them and potentially help Barcelona at least compete for La Liga. But it's a shame. But I feel like Aguero he's a legend, and it's just sad that he just had to end that way, in my opinion.
Ralph, can talk to me about Aguero, man. His legacy, bro.
I think he leaves a good legacy in football, especially in the Premier League. I feel like his moment is probably his moment, a Aguero moment.
Even better, bro. The guy was a lethal striker, bro. Like a lethal striker.
He was,
and also
he used to terrorize Chelsea.
For Atletico Madrid as well. He was also very good for at Atleti as well.
I don't know if you remember that free kick he scored against us in 2010.
I think it rings a faint memory. It rings a faint memory.
That
Yeah.
just pisses me off because I think that's when we were meant to sign him. Like do you know what? I have a theory because we were meant to sign him, and he was talking about us at the time, and he was like saying how he wants to. He says he can see him living in London and everything, but then when he moved to City, he kept scoring against us all the time. Like he used to. If you see his highlights on, I don't know if you've seen them on Twitter. There's just most of the goals against the top six are against Chelsea. Man, I have bad memories of this guy, but
I also remember his goal against Liverpool.
Oh yeah,
like the one at Etihad where like Sané scored the winning goal. Like that was an amazing goal.
From a tight angle as well.
Yeah,
he's an amazing striker, man. I wish him well, man. It's unfortunate, but
didn't he score 4 goals against Chelsea under Sarri at the Etihad when they beat us? Like, wasn't it 6-0? Was it hat trick?
It was a hat trick.
Abdul. I mean, what? We're trying to be civil.
Chelsea have caused me too much pain in my life, man.
So let's just take some of these dudes, man. Let's see, where are we at? I don't think. All right, so your boy JJ Bridgman, thank you for the dub, JJ Bridge. JJ says, HH, just one question. Can we ship Saul back to Spain in January? That's all I beg for. I'm gonna reiterate the points again. And guys, you can check the tape. Me and Ford did a Chelsea talk around the transfer window. And I said to Ford that, bro, I watch La Liga. Saul has not been relevant since 2016. This guy was on the bench for Atleti. Why are Chelsea getting him? Then Ford was like, well, like he's got good experience. He can help bring the stops. I said, Ford, I know this dude. This dude is not going to bring anything because this guy, he's washed. He's not been relevant since 2016. And my thing is that you're using up funds. Basically, it's like you're using up electricity. You're using up toilet space. You're using up space that could be given to someone else. Guys, Conor Gallagher, Billy Gilmour.
They should have kept Billy Gilmour, in my opinion. Honestly, like Saul.
But look, see, hindsight is 2020. But my thing is, fine. The better you know now, bro. Go call Billy Gilmour. Billy Gilmour will be very useful right now. A lot more useful than this guy calls. Because for me, like, you see, and what before it is that if Chelsea ship him back, first of all, I'm not sure whether Atleti wants him, but if Chelsea ship him back in January, that has to be the biggest turnaround of a transfer in history. Has there ever been a player who was bought in the summer and was taken back in January?
No, you could do it on Kermode.
Yeah,
I don't even think we can get Gilmour back. To be honest, I don't think
we can't. We can't get him back.
Okay, so it isn't in his contract as to call back.
He's played a lot of games, so we can't. Yeah. It was a clause in his contract that he can't come back.
Bloody. From your boy Rapstar, man. Thank you for the dope, Rapstar. Everton could have won the game if they weren't bad in the final third. Look good every time. They break the press. It will be horrible. Okay, guys. Okay, we're here with the hashtag honesty. Eric, I take you're Nigerian, aren't you, Eric? I know Iwobi is related to Okocha, so what I say is Eto is the greatest African player of all time. Okocha is the most talented African player of all time.
Mm.
I know he's related to Okocha. Iwobi isn't very good, bro. It pains me to play.
Yahoo boy, man.
It pains me, and I hope I never have to. Well, I have met. I hope I never have to see Okocha and say, but like, Okocha, I know he's your nephew and so forth. This guy, and also this guy, this guy should not be starting for Nigeria, man.
Look, early on, there seemed like there was something, but he's not.
Elion said, "Oh, but Eric, I told it. Tis the season to be honest." Do you know what it was, Eric?
What?
Because we knew that he was related to Okocha, we were adding stuff. If he wasn't related to Okocha, we would have always said, this guy's whatever. Because he was related to Okocha, we saw things that weren't there. We were putting stuff there. Because in the mind was like, oh my god, this is Okocha's nephew, this is Okocha's nephew, this is Okocha's nephew. So where what was average, we thought was amazing because it was Okocha's nephew, but really,
No, he's not good enough to play for Nigeria, and that's saying something. To be honest, I know I'm supposed to be a patriot,
and my
but
thing is that you see, it even pains me to say this now. If he wasn't rated to Okocha,
he wouldn't even get it. Yeah, he wouldn't even be considered probably. Look, but I'm looking at this other guy, man. I'm looking at
is it Dennis?
Eberichi. No, Eberichi Eze of
Okay,
Crystal Palace. Yeah, I think.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
The very skillful guy.
Yes, he is very skillful on the ball.
Yeah.
Very creative. I
And
think
also that guy Dennis from Watford, isn't he Nigerian as well?
Emmanuel Dennis.
Yeah,
Emmanuel
he's
Dennis.
Nigerian.
He had better get called up. That's all I'm saying.
mean, well, we've sacked that clown Ross, so hopefully Eguavo can do something. But look, see, guys, if Everton had much more of their team, we see, because this is a funny thing. The players that Chelsea were missing due to COVID don't really make that much of a difference.
No, they don't.
Everton, I believe Richarlison might have been missing either through injury or through COVID. Bro, if Everton had Richarlison on that pitch, a lot of those breakaways, maybe they win. And guys, there was one great breakaway that they had. He will be messed it up. I think that was like a 3-on-2, a 4-on-2. He will be messed it up. Like, if Iwobi had played that pass proper, Chelsea would have been screwed. So yes, Everton could, if they had more quality, they could have easily won that game, man. Your boy Wise came, man. Thank you for the dub. Dude's name was.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
And you see what Chelsea do to people, man. You see what Chelsea is doing to me.
Eric, you see, look at this thing. Look, you see, because when I saw his name, I just knew that guys would start doing this.
In the previous game against Leeds, somebody who I've never seen in my life scored the equalizer, came off the bench.
Chelsea's a wonderful club, man. Half hopes on the Super League, but thank you for the dub. 2 seasons, 66 points to champs is a big ask. Next season, look, as I said again, this isn't Chelsea's season to win the league, man. It's just not. Dropped because see, you know what I was saying? I said that Chelsea go through this month with all wins, because you know that Chelsea have Liverpool City back to back in January. If Chelsea continue to, everything is that now. If Chelsea continue to drop points and they lose to Liverpool and City, you know that it's now a fight for top 4. I'll say it again. If Chelsea continue to drop points and they lose to Liverpool and City, bro, United are not too far behind. Eric, Ralph, do you know what? You know what my nightmares?
They have the mighty Cristiano.
You know what's my nightmares? You know what I'm gonna say. You know that team that's what's it called, Holloway Road, North London. You know that
Oh
team.
no.
I think they wear red.
No.
I think they wear red. I'm just saying, if those guys, because those guys are just very sneakily 3 points. If those guys finish above Chelsea,
they're not. Arsenal are not good.
Arsenal
Man.
are not good half foot,
Trust
man.
me, they won't get top 4.
They're basically Everton half foot, man. They're hot and cold, man.
Arsenal are not good. They're for gays.
I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying worst case scenario. From your boy, from Samasi MCI, man. Thank you for the dub. Reading my Twitch message. Okay, yeah, I'll get to your Twitch. I'll get to your Twitch right now. Michael says, adultery F-top 08, and F-top 09, and snubbed Aguero. Okay, guys, can we have a real conversation about Terry? Should Terry be hung up on criminal charges for crimes against Chelsea?
No, not for me. I'm sure he regrets those mistakes every day. You know, when he wakes up, that's slip. You know it.
Oh my god, HH. Did you see what he So he posted a picture of Lewis Hamilton, and then a couple of hours later,
oh yes, I think I saw.
He was saying how David Beckham deserves to get knighted.
Okay, yeah.
And then no, go on it now. and read all the comments, like the quote tweets on there.
Oh,
They're
no.
all accusing him of being
I think
racist.
I read some of the stuff that he was saying, man. I mean, look,
People don't like that guy, man. I don't.
as I said again, for me, I don't give a damn. You see, I don't give a damn whether or not that the guy is the captain or so forth. I don't care. The guy is trash. Okay, the guy is trash. The guy is complete and utter trash. And my thing is,
Who's that? Terry?
yeah, bro. If you tell me that this guy actually stopped Aguero from joining, bro, that is
No. He didn't. I don't look.
No,
I don't
he
know
did.
the
He
full
did.
story.
He
No,
did.
he advised. He just advised.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know, he is literally, you know, the people in West London. That's their people. That's him. People,
demand
bro.
them.
Like, so, like, obviously they're gonna listen to him, man.
No. I mean, because see, my thing though is, so if Aguero had joined Chelsea, how much would that
We
have
win a lot more Premier Leagues, that's for sure.
It's just an assumption, though. Let's just be real, because we know what Chelsea was. Look, if Aguero signed for Chelsea, maybe in those days it would have been better. But if Aguero
We
signed for
would have
Chelsea
had
now,
Hazard. We would have had all technical gifted players that we had at the
Exactly.
time. De Bruyne,
yeah.
Mata.
So the way our team is set up now, Pick Aguero can't do anything with this team. Let's be honest. He might score 15 goals, but
wait.
realistically,
Why did you say that Pick Aguero can't do anything with this team?
the team isn't. Look, the team is not set up in the right way, man. Maybe he can do some individual things, but that's it, man. He'll have to score all his goals. He'll have to create all his chances because the team won't get the ball to him. So I just don't think. Yeah.
Remember, I see they played like they had Silva, Yaya Toure, Navas, and that man like, assisting the balls.
No, but you see, my thing is, if he puts Aguero in this team right now, he doesn't score goals, and
No.
especially we're talking about peak Aguero.
He will still
is a lethal
but-
finisher. Where like you give him
Yeah.
a sniff. Remember, he's got better movements and he's much sharper. So
I mean, he would score, but he wouldn't do as well as he did for City. Is what I'm trying to say.
It'll be like he'll probably like score like it'll be better, but it won't be like full Aguero. It'll probably be like 75% because at the end of the day, like we wouldn't claim consistent chances to finish.
you see, my thing. Okay, look, guys. I mean, and what's your take on Lukaku, man? I mean, is this season a wash for Lukaku?
Half of man, he's coming back, man. January 2020, he's coming back. Half of man, he's coming back. Half of, I believe.
Okay,
he's coming
what
back.
is he going? Okay, what is he going to do in January 2022 then?
Okay,
How come?
he's going to score 10 goals in the second half of the season. He's going to score 10 goals in the league, and he's going to help us really push for that. I don't know, second or third. Second spot realistically. We're not going to finish first, but I think if Tuchel can just get something more out of him, I think he can help us
I feel
to at least get top 4.
honestly, I feel like with Tuchel, like he just needs to. I feel like the team just have to adapt to him. In my opinion, I feel like the team they're not good enough to do it by themselves. I feel like if Chelsea can get, I feel like
I wanted to go. Is it time for Tuchel just like, bro? I know it worked for the Champions League. Is it time to change this formation now?
no, keep the formation against big teams, but change it against smaller teams.
Are you sure you want to just be chopping and changing all the time?
No,
Because my thing is that. No. Because my thing here is that is it just time to be like, look, this thing clearly is an issue for the attackers. You have loads of attackers, all because this worked for what was it? Those 4-5 months doesn't mean that it's good. Because trust me, once people figure you out, they figure you out. Look at Conte, changed the formation, looked all good. It was amazing. You won all those games. You won 31 games. People figured him out, and bro, we all know how that ended.
No,
So
but
my
to be honest,
thing is
like,
that
no, God, but to be honest, like even this system, like even last year, like we weren't good in the league. Like we actually lost to Aston Villa on the last day of the season. It was only Tottenham and Gareth Bale that gave us top 4. Like we drew to Leeds, we drew a couple of games. Like in the league, we're not really good with this like system. It only worked in the Champions League, but obviously like that's what Tuchel knew at the time. But I feel like if Tuchel can kind of find like another alternative on how we can use this, like maybe change the formation against a smaller team like an Everton, where we could have like an extra attacker or extra midfielder, that could probably help us score more goals or at least create more volume chances, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not convinced, guys, about this whole formation change, because the way I see it, how do we know that you change the formation, you have one extra attacker in to help us create chances, right? That's the idea. But then, how are we so sure that would make the difference we need? And why can't we change the way we play without changing the formation? Because Lukaku has played in a back 3 system before. It's not the first time he's doing it. So why can't Tuchel get the best out of him in our Chelsea team when other he's played for Inter in the back 3 and he can't
I
get the
feel
best out
like
of
the
him?
3 at the back formation and the style of play, it doesn't last long in the Premier League.
Okay.
I feel like teams suss it out. Like you can't have it for more than 18 months in the Premier League.
And also, Eric, you underestimate just how much a change in formation can actually impact a team.
And you underestimate how good
they
the Premier League is right now. It's not like how it was 5 years ago when there was just one team. Like there's so many good teams in the Premier League that just they can beat on any day. So
And also,
okay.
And also, like you have to remember, like when you're playing a back 3, remember you're playing with one less attacker. And I feel like if Chelsea just play with 2 attackers, it's just not enough. So it's not enough firepower. And I feel like if you have more attackers on the pitch, or at least an extra midfield player, I feel like you'll be able to like have more options inside the box to support Lukaku.
See, my thing is because look, so you guys still have faith in Lukaku? Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
Yes, he didn't become bad overnight. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So who's to blame? Lukaku can't adapt, or Tuchel? You're not doing enough to adapt to the player that's you bought. Who should the blame be on?
It's a bit of both, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's on board, but I think Tuchel has more blame, because if Lukaku was a signing, you have to get the best out of him. It's as simple as that for me. To Lukaku, say whatever he wants about his performances. He's not linking up with his teammates well enough. He still scored goals everywhere else. So if he's not doing that and he's still not scoring, then you have to look at the team around him.
And also, Chelsea, we're meant to be an attacking team as well, because at Inter, like he was playing under Conte, he was more like counter-attacking. So with the players that we have, and with the guys that we hype up, like Mason Mount, Hudson-Odoi, and all these guys, there should be like Lukaku should be eating. The guy should be scoring 35 goals in the season with the support he has. Really and truly.
So shouts, thank you for the cheer, Beriton 916. Thanks for getting Sportsman official. I'll find you and I'll kill you. P.S. Should have never given up on Tammy. No, look, as I said again, look, for people,
Tammy was hard done by.
But did you know that someone actually spoiled the they spoiled the film for me before I went? Because how do you come onto a football channel and post spoilers? That is a next level of weird and psychotic, man. But Tammy was given a raw deal, man.
No, I feel like
Tammy was given a raw deal.
No, I feel
especially for Werner, man. Werner's shit.
I feel like with Tammy,
and you see how people are now twerking for Werner because of one good game. He makes one good game. Oh,
yeah. No, HH.
Now, what about the other freaking games that this
HH?
play?
You know, for me, yeah, Werner's the player I hate the most.
I remember he's blonde and he's got blue eyes. Just remember that.
I hate this. I hate Werner so much. You don't understand how much I despise this player. He's terrible.
But
honestly, people that stand this guy, yeah,
no, because
they have no brain cells.
If you want to be real, bro, if one want to be real, remember how guys used to treat What's his
Bakayoko.
Bakayoko. Bakayoko wasn't given any kind of support that Werner was. Werner is Bakayoko wasn't great. Werner is generally one of the worst football players I've ever seen. He's one of the worst professional players I've ever seen in my life.
But I feel like with Timo Werner, I feel like with Tuchel's, like he thought maybe like Timo Werner's form was kind of like a rough patch of form. But I feel like now that Tuchel has tried to play him, I feel like Tuchel realizes like he's just not the player that he thought he was. Do you know what I mean? We thought like, really truly, I thought like Werner was. I thought it was maybe it's Lampard. Maybe Lampard was again the best out of him, or maybe he's lost confidence. And Tuchel did like try to support him in the second half of the season, but I feel like as time has gone on, Tuchel has.
Do you know what made me realize that he wasn't a good player? You know when we lost to Arsenal on Boxing Day?
Oh yeah.
And he was trying to dribble on the left wing.
Yeah,
that's when I realized. Yeah, you're shit.
Do you know that this guy cut inside like once or twice, and Fabinho just told him, "Nope, just got the ball instantly." And since then, man has never tried to cut inside again. He's like, why am I going to bother?
Because I remember, guys, remember the game against Southampton like last year when he scored 2 goals. Like when he did that dummy, he scored. Like, how come we've never seen Werner like cut inside? Like we've never seen him like be so direct. Like where has that gone? It's like,
I mean, like basically my thing is that I just want to know that. What did Nagelsmann? Did this guy give him drugs or like? Look,
Nagelsmann did
heroin or something, or
he did some crazy stuff, man. Nagelsmann fooled everybody. He made us think that this guy was
because this guy. But also, if you people as well, he was great in the Bundesliga. He wasn't that great in the Champions League, and they got to the semis without him. They beat Atletico Madrid in the Champions League without him.
The best thing about this Werner thing is that people are seeing the light. Because some people have not seen a light on this guy.
Ralph, have you gone on Twitter? Have they, bro?
Yeah, they have. People are getting them. The thing is, look, I don't care what anybody says. Werner's days are numbered. It's a fact.
They are. I think he's getting sold next summer.
I think Chelsea
doesn't do it
when I see
it's over.
I feel like Chelsea we're just playing him so we can like try and sell him on, because if you stop playing him, his value will go down. So you just have to play him. Just for his value to just to get something.
Do you remember? Lampard's assistant, Jody Morris.
Yeah.
So apparently, someone was saying to Jody Morris how Timo Werner was shit.
Oh, was it True Jordy?
Yeah, True Jordy. I've seen a video.
Yeah.
And then what's his name? Jody Morris was trying to not laugh. Like you can just tell
he's holding
people
inside.
at the club
I
think he's rubbish.
Yeah. He didn't back him basically. He didn't back him.
Yeah, he didn't back him. He didn't say anything. He was just quiet.
Your boy,
that's Lampard's assistant,
Mr. Tibzo Naiman. Thank you for the dog, man. Thank you, man. It says, from a rival fan's point of view, the problem with Man City is that they don't draw or lose many games. Pep has, as I said, Pep has already made a amazing impact on the league. He already has. His legacy is already set on the league. That has been set in stone. It is going to be very difficult to beat Man City, because obviously you can just say that Pep has just cracked the Premier League code. Wait, remember after that's first season when City didn't do well and guys are like, oh man, can Pep do it in the Premier League? This is much tougher and everything. Pep was like, oh really? Okay, 100 points.
It was hilarious, HH. People were saying, "Oh, his style can't work in this league." Blah blah blah.
Because the Premier League is around the guy. What happened to those journalists? Like they've not responded. Those journalists were saying, "Oh no, this whole pass football doesn't work here in Premier League. The Premier League is tough and so forth." And the very next season, he dropped 100 points. Oh, that's just a fluke. 98 points. And he won last year with 80 something points. I'm like, no. I've always said that I respect the Premier League in terms of the entertainment value, the managers that are there, and so forth. Pep has made a mockery of the league. I can't call a league elite when a guy did 198 points over 2 seasons. I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. It's a top league. It isn't an elite, because that's an embarrassment. To get 100 points and score 100 goals, bro, that's That's prostitution.
HH, why did you have to
That's
go there?
prostitution. I'm sorry.
Why did you have to go into that elite talk? Hasn't that been done in other leagues as well? Hasn't it been done in La Liga?
No. But that's my point.
Jose.
No. But people say Premier League is better than all those bum-ass leagues. The Premier League is number one, and that's because it's so tough. You can't do that 100-point stuff in the Premier League. Then people are, oh, okay, cool. Let me get my team. I'll give you 100 points. I'll give you 96 points. So which means that you're no better than La Liga, Serie, or so forth. Anyone can get it. If you give me my money, anyone can get it, man. Your boy Detroit Rock City, man, who says, "Thank you for the dub. I'm glad we're not playing Hostage FC in this form." Guys, imagine if they pulled out a ban from that thingy, man. Do you know how lucky Chelsea were?
People were telling
to get to nil twice.
People were saying, okay, so this, I need to get this off my chest. People were talking about how Chelsea fans are being cowardly. Chelsea fans are not being. I'm like, what are you? Have you been watching Chelsea recently?
You have to build into the competition. Like as I told you, if Chelsea make the final, bring anybody. Let's run.
So you want?
Don't bring the big dogs. No, if Chelsea makes the final, bring anyone.
I don't get this idea that people have to feel like they are being cowardly because they want an easier draw. Like, especially the way we're playing now, we need all the help we can get. That's where I see it, man. I don't want Bayern. I'm not trying to get humiliated. So yeah, if we can get an easier draw, let's get an easier draw and move into the next round. That's the way I see it.
Wait. So did Chelsea also have Musiala as well?
Yeah, we had Musiala in the academy, and then
so Chelsea had De Bruyne, they had Salah and Musiala.
Hey, I've been telling you, this club, yeah, they've messed up so many things, man.
Oh man,
even like Jeremy Boga and Charlie Musondo.
Yeah, look, Mbappe wanted to play for Chelsea.
Yeah,
he told him that he didn't. He couldn't get back and defend. Or
he couldn't
defend. I think he went to a try at Chelsea and said that he's not good enough. Apparently,
that is a true story. It's not even apparently; it's a true story.
Man, load upon us. What? What's it called? From English Times FC said, "Where would Chelsea FC be without English players?" Arsenal
would be fine. Would be
I
fine.
think Chelsea would do okay. Now Mount is doing his thing in the scrum.
Yeah, Mount's doing his thing. But
but I think
than that.
Okay. Honest opinion on Mount.
Well,
I don't think he was good today. You know, I think he just scored and he wasn't.
He's not getting involved the way he used to, but he's scoring more goals.
No, but see, my thing with Mason Mount's like I don't know whether there's a tactical instruction. But this shade, like it was recently, he's always playing down the right hand side, where he's kind of like hogging the touchline, and Reece James is coming more inside. Like I'm not sure if he really suits there, but Mount is scoring more goals. But he's not creating as many chances, in my opinion.
No, look, this thing about Mount. What are you? You see, Lampard was like, bro, I'm gonna get you goals. Fine. So I'm not gonna look at creativity from you because you're scoring so many goals. Like Mata, I'm gonna create for you. Cool. Deco, I'm gonna create for you. Okay, cool. For Mount, are you a high volume goal scorer or do you create? You've got to be if you're an attacking, you've got to do one of both.
I think with Mount, like I feel he's more of like the pass. He's the for me the way I see him, he's more of a pre-assist guy. He plays the pass before the assist, in my opinion. When he plays as a number 8 in a 4-3-3, where he plays his best position. But I think it's like a hybrid of both. He gets assists, gets goals here and there.
He's an all-round player who gets he happens to be getting more goals now, but he's an all-round player.
Yeah,
basically.
Mm-hmm.
He does a bit of everything.
Mm-hmm. To a good standard, at least.
Shout to your Sammy man. Says Klopp saved the league. Pep used sugar daddy money.
Even if he used money, you still have to coach the players.
You see, this is the thing. I will always say Pep, oil money. Bro, Galactico spends money. PSG spends money. See, spending money is one thing. Give this same team, give these same players to Lampard, 5th, 6th. Give this same thing, I'm thinking, to my 12-year-old cousin, they get relegated. So my thing is, it's not just about having teams and so forth, or having the money. It's how but you've still got to coach these guys. See, the reason why I can never put Pep in an elite class is because they're managers that do more with less. That is why I say I can't call Pep a good, because I'm like, okay, what have you done when you only have like a few kobo? Like if you were to give Pep like 5 kobo to spend, bro, he can't do anything. But there are guys who you give them 10 kobo, they can make that 10 kobo stretch. So at the end of the day, yes, he spends money, bro. Like City are a machine. They're a freaking machine. And my thing is that if they go ahead and win the league this season, because see, United fans keep saying that unless he does 3 in a row, he can't say what's up to Fergie. Okay, cool. But let's have a conversation. So Fergie has 3 in a row, and he has longevity. Has Fergie ever got 100 points? Has Fergie ever scored 100 goals? Has Fergie ever broken the record for consecutive wins? No. Fergie has never gotten to 100 points. He's never gotten to 98 points.
Remember, Fergie had close to prime Cristiano in his team.
No, but Fergie did what you were saying. He did more with less. So he was able to.
Thank you. See, but my thing is that there's a debate. So it's way in our line of debate. So Fergie's thing is longevity. He built like 3-4 teams, and he was able to come up against several different challenges and say what's up to them. So and he was the ultimate in getting guys to look better than they truly were. Bro, the Neville brothers were from the road. They sold fruit. Those guys sold fruit, and they made them actually quality players. So that's what Fergie has. But he never did 100 points. He never did 90. Like that's, bro. That's what City did in that season was stupid. Like from watching the Premier League all these years, I never thought that a team would do what Pep did. What about how much money you spent? I never thought a team would win those amounts of games, have those amounts of points, and those amounts of goals.
That is the scariest team I've ever seen in Premier League history. That team was ridiculous.
My thing is that
smacking up teams, man, it was crazy.
The best team I've seen in terms of just entertainment were the Invincibles. That's like the most entertaining team I've seen. One of the most underrated teams was Chelsea's 05 team. Basically, the goals considered record. That team is underrated. And yes, goes to goal. Chelsea should have won that Champions League that season. That was Mourinho's CL. Actually, so Essen wasn't in that team, was he? He wasn't in that team.
No, he wasn't. I don't think.
But Makelele was there.
He came a year later at Essen.
Okay, but Makelele was there.
Yeah.
See, no, bro. That Chelsea team was. You see, my thing is now Terry. The guy may be a fool. They don't make defenders like Terry and Carvalho anymore. And Ashley Cole, bro. Do you know how good Ashley Cole was?
Ashley Cole was the best, man.
You know how good that guy was. See, when people talk about Trent, Rhys James, I'm like, if you talk about a quality left back or right back, Ashley Cole. Because that is a guy where you don't beat that guy 1v1. 1v1, you're not beating that guy 1v1. And that guy could play. That guy could go forward. So that guy understood what to do defensively and what he did going forward. But my thing though is, you see, my thing is, Pep, I feel he's already proven himself in the Premier League. Once Pep leaves, he has to go down as one of the greatest Premier League managers of all time. 100%.
He'll be second. He'll be second greatest.
But my thing is, maybe at the end of the day, Fergie wins the debate because he did it for longer and has won more trophies. But guys, 100 points? Guys, it's 100 points. Guys, that's a lot of points in what people thought was the toughest league in the world. In what people said was the toughest league in the world that Pep couldn't crack, he got 100 points and he scored 100 goals.
How
many points did Klopp get?
As Eric said, bro, the way these guys were beating guys, I've never seen a team do what they've done. See, Invincibles was, I just liked how they played and they just were unbeaten. But in terms of over 38 games, a team beating the living daylights out of teams week by week, I've never seen a team like what our City team did for 100 points.
And the goals they scored, that it was like identical. That the scoring happens
crazy.
It happens every single week.
Oh no. Basically, they were scoring FIFA goals. Basically,
Yeah, literally.
X square,
Yeah.
X. Basically, X triangle square. You know. So, but those guys were different, man. Shout out to your boy.
But what about the 09-10 season, Chelsea?
That is the greatest season for Chelsea.
And
in
like
my
goal scorer, I
opinion.
think like we broke
Over
like
100 goals.
Under Carlo.
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 Oh,
09.
was
But
that the Ancelotti season? So
Yeah.
how many points did we get?
I can't remember.
I don't know how many points, but
I think we scored the most goals. We got 103 goals.
102 or something
Yeah.
like that.
But the
That
points
was
was like in the 90s, I think.
yeah.
That's my
that
favourite
was that was
season.
the record before Man City.
Yeah, they broke in the 17-18 season. City, the goal score record and the point record.
Oh wow! So Chelsea got 102. No, look, man. Ancelotti is underrated, man. Ancelotti is underrated. That was the season that we lost to Inter with the goal from Eto at Stamford Bridge. Yeah, that was the season, isn't it? 2010 season.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's where
think so,
Chelsea. Yeah, they lost to
yeah.
Inter. When
And then the
Thingy
next year
scored
we
at the
lost
bridge,
to
yeah.
United. When
What?
I think who scored in that game when we lost to United the next year? I know Drogba scored for us, but I forgot who scored.
Wait, you mean in the UCL?
Yeah. The year after, when Carlo was sacked.
Man, I can't remember. But that's 2011. J-Rock says, what would Pep do with Anderson? No, but you see, this
The thing is about Fergie, man. I don't. He had good players. Like he got given a lot of good players in his time
but
as a manager.
bro, he didn't have the kind of players.
Yeah, obviously
Pep
Pep
has been able to
the
cherry
same
pick.
extent.
No, but you see, my thing is, Pep can't work with Anderson and Cleverly. Pep needs his specific players. Give Fergie groundnuts. Give him groundnuts, give him plantain, and give him Indomie. He can win a trophy with that. He can win a trophy with Indomie, groundnuts, and amala. Seriously, just give him just dust. Just give him just like nonsense. Give him like pasta,
Egusi.
Also, I'm probably have to put him tomorrow. But just give him anything like that. He can work with it. Pep can only win with specific players. That's the thing. He can only win with specific players. Thank you, Sammy. So, Pep at City and Bayern. CL, 97 points plus CL equals Klopp. Look, man. I feel personally that I am more impressed with what Klopp has done than Pep. Personally speaking.
I
Because
feel like
Pep, you've spent a lot more money. And the fact that Klopp got to a CL, like in the space of like 2-3 years, got to a CL final, won the Champions League, and won the Premier League with 99 points.
I can't lie. I feel like it's harder to win it with a club that hasn't won the Champions League before.
That's a fair point. It is true, but at the same
I feel
time,
like it's too difficult.
he
had his chance last year.
Yeah.
But
No. But you see, do you know why that's cap? The reason why that's what you're about to say. Basically, the reason why that's cap is you lost it for City. Pep lost it.
It did, man.
Bro, it was right there on the plate. Chelsea had no business beating City in that final. They had no business. But Pep's mad tactics that unbalanced the team gave Chelsea the edge. So is it really that? Oh no, City's Champions League was that final. It was. Because remember, Tuchel just came in through. He was still trying to figure out the whole team and everything. City, you're in your fifth year. You're in your fifth year. Tuchel just walked through the door. City should have wiped the floor with Chelsea.
No, but it was also their first ever Champions League final, and I don't know how many teams who have ever won it the first time. So that you have to consider it.
First time ever, yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's your fair enough. Okay, so it's your first ever final. I get it. You've not been there before. How many of those players for Chelsea played the Champions League final beforehand?
Thiago Silva.
Thiago.
Yeah.
Oh,
PSG.
PSG. Oh, yeah.
PSG, yeah.
So,
Fine.
so Thiago Silva. Who else?
That's it. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
And Tuchel, that's it.
So City, nobody. Are you sure?
Yeah, nobody. Maybe one player. Can't
No,
remember.
none of them.
No. Okay, no.
No,
Okay.
0. Yeah.
So all Chelsea had was really Thiago Silva, one player. Everyone else.
Yeah, because City has never been. Yeah, 0 because City never got there before.
Yeah. So no, but I'm saying whether they had maybe they bought a player
Previous.
recently,
Yeah.
and everything. But my thing though is City. All Chelsea had was Thiago Silva, really. Pep Guardiola, bro. How many finals have you been in? So this was your third final, I believe. Yeah, because you were in 2 finals with Barcelona, so you know how to operate in a final. So my thing is,
You don't have Messi. That's the difference.
yeah, I'm not.
Mm.
You can't use the excuse of, oh my gosh, like thank you. I knew there was one.
Yes, Gundogan.
Gundogan.
I knew there was one.
There was one. Gundogan.
Gundogan in
With,
2013. Thank you, CFC man. I knew there was one. Gundogan.
There was one. Yeah.
Yeah. So Gundogan. Yeah, there was one. So my thing is, that is no excuse, and I feel that Pep's legacy, despite everything he's done, which is why he could do whatever he wants in the Premier League. The reason why Fergie and Klopp will always pip ahead of him is that they married a league win with a Champions League win. You can win 8, 9 Premier Leagues. If you don't give me that UCL, boom. If Pep wins a Champions League, it now changes how he now rises even much more further. Because that's why I was worried. Because if Pep had won that Champions League, I think Mourinho might be out of here. Because the only thing that I have, the only thing I'm giving Mourinho over Pep is Mourinho did it with 2 different teams.
So who's 1, 2, and 3 for you right now?
For managers?
Yes.
All time or?
Yes, all time.
You know, okay, do you want me to be real quick with you? Do you know who my 1 is? See, 2 and 3, you can maybe say Fergie, and I might throw in Mourinho or something. But do you know who my 1 is? Del Bosque.
Interesting.
Listen to this.
That's not even a bad shout.
Listen to this. Tell me, he's won the Champions League. He's won the World Cup, and he's won the Euros.
Okay.
And La Liga, innit?
He's won La Liga. So he's won a league title. Okay. He's won the Champions League. He's won the World Cup, and he's won the Euros. And he won the Euros without a striker.
Okay. So who's number 2? I'm curious now. Because you missed somebody else.
Number 2, I might give it to Fergie.
Yeah,
and see, number 3 is opposite. See, number 3 is like a war between Mourinho, Pep, Klopp, and so forth. But then people talk about Bill Shankly and what that guy did back in the freaking day, and so forth, man. You see, this is another good shout because Lippi has won the World Cup, the Champions League. Because he won the Champions League with Juve in '96, and he's won the World Cup. So, because I did like a video like on Patreon.
What color
managers so far? I said, wait a minute, have you seen Del Bosque's resume? See, my thing is that I'm not one of those guys that are like, oh, how many trophies have you won? I'm like, okay, no, is how many different trophies have you won? Somebody that has won, like, let's say 15 league titles, cool. But somebody that's won a league title, a World Cup, a Euro, a Champions League, oh, that's interesting. Because those competitions require a different skill set from you.
What color was easy?
It's tough, man. It's tough.
College up there.
Because he didn't even mention Beckenbauer.
2 Champions League with 2 clubs.
Oh, Beckham, bro. I knew I was going to see. Sorry. So, number 1 I put in as your boy Del Bosque. 2 is Beckenbauer. 2 is Beckenbauer. Now 3, you might have to say Fergie. based on his longevity. And now 4, you now look at Pep and everything. But yeah, because I think Beckenbauer won the World Cup. I believe he won the Champions League. So he won the European Cup with Bayern, I believe. And I'm not sure that he won the Euros as a manager. I'm not sure whether he won the Euros as a manager. So now, check this out. If Zidane wins a World Cup for France, like, okay, let's talk. Like, if he can win a World Cup for France, let's talk. Same thing.
For me, he needs to do more. Like, I know he's won 3 Champions Leagues.
And one
in a row.
He needs to do more in his club career.
Just want to say 3 Champions Leagues. If you say 3 Champions Leagues, what's up? In a row, consecutively.
Yeah, man.
Because the thing about it is that what Zidane did is so mad that I think people don't even like talking about it.
It's never been done before.
It's like a weird day because people are like, like maybe this happened, but like, no, I'm sorry. He won 3 Champions Leagues in a row. Nobody has ever defended the Champions League, and this is seen as the toughest competition based on the quality of teams that are there. Bro, teams defend it. Bro, Juve, Blana are about to do 10 in a row. Juve did 9 in a row. Fergie did 3 in a row twice. So defending your league title, that's the thing. No one had ever defended it. And it makes sense because it's the Champions League because there's so many quality teams there. Like in a league, 90% are from the road. No offense, but if you're in a league, 90% of the teams are from the road that you should be wiping your shoes with. But in the Champions League, when you get to the knockout stage, they're not easy games. Every game is hard. So for him to do 3 in a row, bro, sorry, that's real. And last I checked, Pep has 2, Mourinho has 2, Fergie has 2, Zidane has 3. Last I checked, 3 is more than 2. Now what? So if Zidane gets a World Cup, bro, like what do I? Because he has a league title, 3 Champions Leagues in a row. So if he can give France a World Cup as a manager, and also by the way, we already know what he did as a player. Like low key, Zidane is one of the most. See, I said Beckenbauer. I still say is the most impactful player of all time because Beckenbauer won the World Cup, Euros, and European Cup as a player, and he won the World Cup and European Cup as a manager. No one has done that before. So Beckenbauer is like the most decorated guy in football, but Zidane might be close. Your boy might be close. So look, it's. I mean, it's the manager thing is it's interesting, man. It's interesting, man. So your boy Miss Benicio says Mendy from Madrid cannot be beat 1 versus 1. But he's not a better 1v1 defender that Ashley Cole was different, bro. Like Ashley, bro, ask Cristiano. I think Cristiano only beats Ashley Cole once.
Cristiano said that was the hardest defender he played against.
I think there was a game, I think it was England against Portugal. And like, bro, Cristiano was trying, bro. And Ashley Cole actually did like, he's in my pocket.
Hey,
like,
Chase, have you seen that video? Have you seen that video where Cristiano does that skill and he drops Ashley Cole to his arms?
But see, Ralph, I was getting to that. You see, such is a hard time for a defender. Cristiano only did that once to Ashley Cole.
Yeah, he done that once.
I went crazy. But what about the other million times when he locked him up? So a defender can lock you up 1,000,000 times. All attacker needs to do is just make you look bad once, and that is what will go viral. Because him locking you up just doesn't look sexy. But literally every other time Cristiano, and remember, this was peak Cristiano. This was Cristiano at his best.
Yeah, it was young Cristiano. It was like 18-year-old.
Why was Cristiano? This was full dribbling. This was Cristiano at his best. Ashley Cole locked that guy up. Every time he locked him up. He locked him up every single time, bro. But they remember, I don't know whether you guys were too young. Do you guys remember the 02 World Cup?
No, I was too
no.
Okay, so
I was too young, right?
I was too young, man.
basically go to YouTube, go to YouTube and watch Rivaldo's goal, which was the equalizer, and look at what Ronaldinho does to Ashley Cole.
I think I've seen that one.
It's not fair, man. It's not fair.
Yeah, if YouTube weren't such dicks, I wish I could show it. But basically, like Ronaldinho did such a crazy step over. Ashley Cole basically did like he did like a Michael Jackson dance move. Basically, look what Dino did to Ashley Cole's body when Dino did like a step over just to fool him, because Dino acted like if he was going to go left, but he did like 2-3 step overs, and Ashley Cole was like, "What the bloody hell?" They give the through ball to Rivaldo, then Rivaldo scores, man. But yeah, look at that goal and look at what Dino does to Ashley Cole. Your boy YSK, man, thank you up. 100 points. Now that's factors. Hashtag
I don't like how this factors thing has gone viral. Like everyone's doing it now.
Look, it's Cristiano. What could he say? It's Cristiano, man. It's Cristiano.
To be honest, I think he should be getting criticized for it, but he's actually getting people are memeing it and
look. Shout out to my guy, man. Oh, and so he says, "Do you speak treble?" I speak. Recently won a trophy, and also my thing is that Waski, he says you speak treble. You've not spoken treble in what? 90? It was in 99. And Waski, I know how old you are. You weren't even a thought in 99. So how do you know that 99 actually really existed when you went there to witness it? So please, come on, bro. The boy Rapsum, man, take the dub, man. Says Klopp got to the Europa League his first full year. Yes, I believe. That team was full of scrubs, barring 3 players. Yeah. So Klopp, his first season, I remember watching the Dortmund game. I think that game was, finished like 4-3 or...
Tuchel was coaching that team.
Was it?
Yeah, I think he was coaching that team.
Yeah, no, bro. Like, in his first year, and I think he came halfway through the season because they sacked Rodgers halfway through. Halfway through, it got them to the final, but they lost to Sevilla, where I think Sturridge scored that crazy goal in the final. And then the very next year, got to the Champions League final. Very next year, won the Champions League. Very next year, won the league. So look by Klopp, you know, the guy, his impact was instant. From Sasuke Uchiha, really thought we might win the league this season. Went winning nothing this season. Very disappointed and sad. I go back to the points that Eric even said before. And see, you have to look at this thing in a wider context. Were this team really that good? And where did this belief come that Chelsea were going to win the league when you're going up against 2 behemoths of domestic football? And again, hashtag honesty, how good is this squad really? It's good. How good is it? And did we overestimate how good they were? Pulisic, Havertz, Chalobah, Reece James, Mount, these are all young players, young guys. Maybe
to be honest,
young to do a
I'm looking at the other players other than them.
Sorry?
You know the players that you just mentioned. The thing is, I criticize them.
They've been our best players.
I'm looking at the other players, man.
Yeah, the young players
have been our best players, man.
They've been scoring all the goals. Without them,
they've been our best players over the past 2 years.
Yeah,
it's the other players that Werner and Ziyech.
You just
Havertz as well in the league.
You just hit the point.
Yeah, Havertz in the league, but
so basically, when City won their league titles, who were the main key guys? Company, David Silva, the veterans. When Liverpool won the title and so forth, Salah ain't young, Mane ain't young, Van Dijk ain't young, and Henderson ain't young. They're like in the peaks of their career. So the issue with Chelsea is, why is Mount the top scorer? Why was Reece James at a point the top scorer? So Ziyech, what up? Lukaku, what up? Jorginho, what up? We don't know what Kante does. Alonso, what up? So if the senior players aren't pulling their weight and you're relying on the juniors, you can't like Liverpool and City, experienced players, they pull their weight. Trent knows that it. Trent is like, oh my gosh, it's in on me. Reece James is like, bro, if I don't score, we don't win. Reece James, a right back.
The problem I also have is that people always criticize these young players as well. It's just it keeps putting too much pressure on them as well. I find it unfair.
No. I think basically, look, see,
and they don't criticize Werner. They criticize Mount more than Werner.
But you see, right? So this is the clear issue here. Liverpool, that's Klopp's team, through and through. Every single facet of that is Klopp's team. Everything, every player is accounted for. City, that is Pep's team, through and through. Is this Tuchel's team?
No, he basically adapted to what he's had recently.
So my thing is, and this is the issue for Pep and Klopp. We have a very set way of playing, and our tactics. So basically, Klopp and Pep, I have over the years acquired players to fit into my system. So can you see the difference? Klopp and Pep, I have acquired players to fit into a system I have. Tuchel has come in and tried to create a system to fit the players there. But Tuchel, what about the players you want? What players do you want to fit a system? What system do you want? Tuchel, is this the system you want? Or is it that, this system works best for these players here?
It has to be one or the other. I said this before.
No.
We need to have a director of football, or we need to go with what the manager wants. It can't be a neither of those.
See, Eric, it isn't a choice. There's one right answer. The right answer is the manager is king, and you have carte blanche with the players you get. Football right now is predicated on the manager. The manager is king now. So,
but the thing is, I was told that I don't know if this is true, but a PSG fan was telling me that Tuchel's player acquisition isn't the best. So he's not the best at he's not the best at finding the right players for what he wants to do.
I feel like he may not choose specific players, but I feel like there's a profile player that Tuchel would like to work with. As long as you can find that profile player, it's fine.
Wait. Who did also? So he bought. So did he buy Neymar and Mbappe?
No,
they were there before him.
They were club. They were mainly club signings. They were mainly they were club. When Tuchel took over,
it was obvious Neymar.
In the 89
Neymar
season.
was a club signing.
Because Tuchel went to PSG in the 18-19 season, basically. So that was I think a year after Neymar went.
Yeah. No. See, because I mean, look, I mean that's a fair point because it's like.
Yeah, but the PSG recruitment is not good anyway. They sold most of their youth players. What's his name? Nkuku, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
And that Diaby guy
sold him. Diaby as well. PSG sold him. It wasn't Tuchel. Tuchel wanted to keep all those young players. That's why Tuchel fell out with what's his name, Leonardo.
No. Leonardo, that guy's a clown. From boy Sammy says Liverpool did. No. Look, what Klopp did for Liverpool was huge. The fact that they not won the Premier League in 30 years, and in the space of 2-3 years, he won the league for them. That was huge. For me,
with no creative midfielders, with Henderson and Wijnaldum.
And people say that is Henderson maybe a better captain than Gerrard? Because Henderson won the league and the Champions League.
Look, man, you got ask the Scousers, man. They'll tell you that.
They'll never agree. Wildsky man says that Invincibles greater than 100 points. Factors. How many Premier Leagues?
I disagree. That Invincibles trophy is overrated, man, in my opinion.
It's a start, man. I mean,
I don't know, man. I'll eat Rice Krispies.
Basically, it's a flex. Do you know?
Yeah, it's a flex.
It's like a fake flex, but it's like, hey, no one ever beat us. And nobody... See, basically, put it this way. The moment somebody does it, then the Invincibles are finished. Basically, the Invincibles will become invincible. They'll become invisible.
But how are they invincible? Why did they get the tag invincible? Because they were losing games in other competitions, so they weren't invincible.
Well, no, but it's invincible in the sense of we can't be beat. For this domestic league, we can't beat. And you know what's crazy? That was the year they should have won the Champions League, because that was the year
that was the year.
That was the year. And shout out to your boy Wayne Bridge.
No, Wayne Bridge, you
That's
legend.
very win-win.
I can't. For me, I can't stand
Oh.
Arsenal, man. I hate them more than United.
But what if? Okay, I know this may sound horrific and so forth. So bear with me. What would you do if Arsenal finished above Chelsea this
Oh,
season?
They won't. HH. You don't want,
I'll
you
remember
don't want to
Oh,
be.
every group
no,
chat.
no,
I
no,
would
no,
never
no.
I'll
get
remember myself.
You don't want to exist in that kind of world. You don't.
I would de-
I thought this is not a possibility. It
No,
can't
no,
be.
no. That world can't exist. It can't exist. No, no, no.
I would be
That's some
pissed.
The only way,
bizarro world, man.
the only way that I'll accept that is unless Chelsea win another Champions League.
Yeah.
Literally, that's
Look,
not
I don't
happening.
even. If
I'll-
it-
I don't know,
Yeah.
but
We'll have
nah.
to keep it to the
It's not-
airport.
even that, man.
no,
I think
no.
I so love to see Arsenal suffer and abuse them. Okay, put it this way. If Arsenal finished above Chelsea, would you sack Tuchel?
Yeah.
Look, it's not about would I.
No,
It
it's not about
will
the
happen.
giveaway. It's not. It's
If
not.
Arsenal fish ahead of Chelsea, Tuchel's
No.
gone.
No. I don't say.
I'm
Okay,
not
let's
forgiving
say
him
you
for
were in
that.
charge. So
Me.
you, as a Chelsea, you were in charge. I remember you said about how Tuchel, it's a long-term plan process. But if Arsenal finish above Chelsea, do you sack Tuchel and
No,
mess up the whole
I'm,
course
process?
not.
I'm
But- but-
sacking
out
him
of
and I'm
your
getting
way.
Ten Hag.
I wouldn't personally.
I
No,
wouldn't sack Tuchel now, man.
because there'll be a lot of context. There would have to be.
Yeah,
Because you can't-
unless we have like no players, like all our players are injured or something, like
Yeah.
something ridiculous like that.
I would only sack Tuchel if he loses the dressing room. Which look, the I think the journalists know what they're doing because they keep asking him certain kind of questions, and he doesn't want to single anybody out. He doesn't want to expose the players to the media. So
Yeah.
he's doing all right so far.
Because
but
with
look,
Tuchel, like every time like we've lost, he blames himself rather than like this
Yeah.
player did this or this
yeah,
player
he's
did that.
doing well. He's doing well.
Do you know what I mean? So keep up.
Yeah.
Can
So
I ask
what's
you
the
guys a
point?
question about Lampard?
Go on.
Oh no.
Do you
Yeah,
think he was
go
right? Do you think he was right?
Gav,
when
be
he
very
said-
careful, bro,
Here we
because you
go.
know my stance on your boy, but go for it.
Do you think he was right when he said Chelsea are not ready to compete for the
Of course,
Premier
he
League?
was right. Of
He was
course,
right. He was right. He was right. For the league,
Look,
absolutely.
it's a popular thing to hate on Lampard, I know, but let's be real. I don't think most people didn't expect Chelsea to win.
No.
Especially there's no
Okay, Ralph. Have you heard the saying of like, there's a time and a place to tell the truth. So even
Yeah.
if you were right, you don't say that in public.
Yeah,
But
you
saying
should have
that,
never
you're
said
just
it in
trying to cover
public.
you're basically just trying to cover yourself, because if you say that, how is the team going to react?
Remember, he's inexperienced. I thought he wouldn't
He
like.
said a
no-
lot of things he shouldn't have said.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
be
no,
honest.
but-
maybe in 10 years' time he wouldn't say that as a manager, but obviously like he's saying it like he's kind of like relating himself to the players, like these guys aren't good enough, so it's like let them take the blame and don't blame me because it's not my fault that these guys
Yeah,
aren't.
no, and which is the worst, because you should never come out and say that, oh no, like I don't, maybe it's not our time to, like, you don't say that. See, when Pep says Champions League and everything, he's trying to be psychological. See, Pep, we don't about that crap. You should have won the Champions League years ago already. So when, like, Ralph, yeah, you are right in terms of this team is not ready, but you said that to cover your ass. So when Chelsea mess up, hey, it's not my fault. We're just not good enough. Give me 5 or 6 more years. No. That's not how it works, bro. Do so. And as Tuchel showed, the very team that you left, you won the freaking Champions League. But guys say, oh, Tuchel pretty much won with all the hard work that Lampard did.
No,
He
that
doesn't
was
know,
all
Shut
true.
up, man. Shut up.
But I think with Lampard, he tried to get rid of all like the like Rudiger's or Jorginho's and Kovacic. He tried to like make Chelsea like he tried to make Chelsea.
The thing is, yeah, he should have not got.
Did he freeze out Rudiger as well? And who was
He should have not
key guy for
froze
Chelsea?
out them players. I think he should have frozen out. The one that I agree with the most is Alonso. Get that guy out of here.
No,
He's
but
rubbish.
freezing him isn't the right thing to do. You have to use him until you can finally get rid of him. That's what
No,
Tuchel
no,
probably
no,
wants to
You
do.
also have to blame the club as well, because like the club, Lampard did tell the club that I don't want Alonso in my squad anymore. But obviously Chelsea kept on pricing out Alonso. So like let's say like another team want to buy Alonso for a low cut price, Chelsea would accept it. So it's like
Bro,
Lampard's kind of forced to use him when he don't want him. So you can't really
if
blame
I
Lampard.
see Alonso at Chelsea next season, man, I'm finished.
I'm
This
still,
guy
I'm
cannot
still
last
wondering
another season.
who gave this guy a new contract. I have no like
No,
who
we gave
decided.
him one because
Remember,
of transfer
remember,
bans.
remember. Sorry, remember. Alonso signed the contract under Sorry. Remember when he scored against Arsenal?
Yeah,
When Sorry said that he was one of the best
best
left backs
left
in the world.
back in the world.
Oh, sorry.
I think like 2 weeks
Sorry,
later,
embarrassed.
he signed a new contract.
Wow.
Alonso.
And wait, hold on. So your boy Wisely says that CR7 can't dribble, but snatched Cole's soul at 19. He did it once. What about the 3 billion other times that Ashley Cole locked him up? Again, we have to talk about the times that Ashley Cole locked him up many times, bro. And this was your peak CR7. And yes, he could dribble back in the freaking 1700s. I'm talking about 2021, bro. Your man Chris, man, thank you for the job, Chris. Football gods say only 2017 was legitimate for man. Corruption and robbery occurred in 2016 and 2018. Since VAR was introduced, no Madrid UCLs. So Chris is a Barca fan. He's a Barca fan. Chris, do you want to talk about 2009? You want to talk about UEFA law now? So, Chris, you are in no position to talk about corruption and robbery. After the theft of 09, I'm sorry, you're in no position to
That's
talk
the
about
worst theft of all time, man.
bro. You know, people keep saying that, like, wait, why do you keep bringing up happen? I will always bring it up because that's
For me,
is the worst.
even rival fans
that is
will never
that
get over
is
it.
one of the biggest robberies in football. Bro, it's like you can't not give like 5 penalties. There were like 5 penalties. Like, what are you doing?
It was actual corruption.
Sick, man, sick. Your boy Wise Game, man. Thank you for the job. Says, did you ever take history lessons in school? I learned treble through heritage. Something London Blues don't have. Hashtag made in 04. Hashtag save the bridge. Hashtag PRX. Wise K Jackson. All I ask, I'm a simple man. When was the last time your Bombers club won a major trophy? And also, the great man United, why are you twerking for a 36-year-old?
Exactly.
You literally
Why?
are twerking for a guy who is about to turn 40 soon. And you see, guys, I love Cristiano. He's my goat. I love him. Have you seen this guy try to dribble?
Oh yeah, allow.
It's like he's wearing jeans.
chill on the old man. Chill on the old man.
Pensioner, man. He's a pensioner, man.
Chill on the old man.
Look, you can't hate on Cristiano, man.
You can't hate on this
he
guy.
keeps
man.
scoring. He
This
keeps
is last
scoring.
Wait, Eric. I'm not hating Eric. It's a plea.
Nah.
You are a great goal scorer, Eric. Or like, see, if I was going to say, as a friend, as your number one fan, please don't try and dribble.
No,
Sometimes
Because
you
it
just
looks like if this, let me see, it looks like if this guy is like, I'm not trying to be ageist. It just looks like if like this guy's old. Like
at least he's look. At least he's a better dribbler than Werner.
Yeah, but the thing is, yeah, that shouldn't be the case. He should not be a better dribbler at his age than Werner.
I mean, yeah,
That's how bad Werner is.
He is.
Well,
I mean,
wasn't
Werner
Werner-
is a whole new level.
Yeah,
Bro.
but wasn't like, but no, Werner at Stuttgart. Wasn't he a winger though? Wasn't he a winger? Stuttgart.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Oh,
I mean, who in their right mind would have made him a winger?
that's what I saw.
Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe not. Or maybe you can be a winger in Germany, as like Werner. I don't know.
So wait, let's see. From your boy Chris again, who says, H, you always mention 09, but wouldn't mention how Bayern and Atletico were robbed. Offside Ramos goal in the second final and the Bayern robbery in the semis. Chris, I worry about mines first. Chris, let's first sort out 09 before you talk to me about any other robbery. I'm sorry, like that's how I work. You can't talk to me about robberies of other things when we've not yet settled our own. We have something to discuss, which is 09. Like, so Chris, talk to me about 09 before you start talking about whatever Real Madrid did. I'm sorry. So, because, of course, bro, I remember that Bayern Madrid game. Yes.
No, I remember. That was offside, man.
No, bro, like, that whole thing with Vidal, bro, like, that's, I think it was the 2017 one, bro, that was, man. Like, there was something dodgy in that game. So, yes, the Bayern should feel hard on because some decisions were very, very iffy in that game. But at the end of the day, nothing was as messed up as on where, bro, after Iniesta scored, it was a stonewall clear penalty. The referee was literally 2 yards away. and he didn't give it. The referee was looking at it right there. It was a clear penalty, and he didn't give it. I was like, you can't just engineer Barcelona to be in the final because you want to. No, I'm sorry. No, Chelsea deserves to be in that final. And I said again, Chelsea make that final. They beat United. Factos.
Yeah, we do.
Factos. They beat those guys in the final. Half hopes on experience says Fergie went to defend in the Onan UCL, but UEFA loan attacks. Now Barca with the better team.
Yeah, Barca were better.
Like Barca, like now what they did to them in 2011 was
2011. I still remember that match. Oh my god!
Like I said again, I've never seen a team get dominated more than that second half.
Messi was balling.
It was a
It was
mismatch.
it was bad.
a
It was
mismatch.
bad. Like United, I think you embarrass yourself. Basically, you embarrass the like that was like bro. I was like, this is stupid. Like
It would have been better if they didn't get to the final. To be honest,
no, because like bro, like you can't give a team like a 95% possession for a whole half. Bro, like they beat the living crap out of it. It was a disgrace. It was an absolute. They got disgraced. I think that's what they said. I think he got epilepsy. I think Fergie got epilepsy after that final. That's what I think they said. His eyes turned red.
Hands were shaking.
because we said that's like after the game, like his eyes were his eyes were red. He never said anything like that before because to me it makes it like imagine if you're a manager, you prepare everything and for the second half you don't touch the ball. You don't before the final. Remember, I watched it with my friend in a pub, and the big thing was Mascherano was in defense. So guys stand, man, what are they now going to do? Because Mascherano has to go in defense, but he's not really a defender. How am I going to exploit him and so forth? And after the game, the same problem. Mascherano, he did. It wasn't even a situation because Barcelona didn't allow them to come closer to their defense. Like it was a disgrace, man. Shane Schubert, thank you for the dub. Which season were Chelsea the best footballing side in the world? So basically, just to be clear, so Shane is a Bayern fan. And Shane, I want to know, but before I answer your question, Shane, I want you to know, in the 2012 final, when we beat you in your own home ground, did you cry? So that's all I want to know. Were you in tears? Because many Bayern fans were in tears. So when Schweinsteiger missed that penalty in front of his own fans, in your own home ground where you were favorites, did you cry? And was your heart cut in half when Drogba scored that equalizer? I just want to know. Just tell me whether you cried. Which season were Chelsea the best footballing side in the world? Bro, that's season with Ancelotti, for sure. 09, 2010, Chelsea were the best footballing side. Inter were super effective. Chelsea with the best footballing side in 09, 2010. 100%. Oberlauf man, Football Hub member man says, HH, your forehead is shining and glittering. No, it's not. No, it's not. I think my forehead is fine, man. My forehead is fine. No, Shane, as I said again, Chelsea were the best footballing side in 09, 2010. Now, obviously, they didn't win it. But sometimes, just like how I felt that Germany were the best footballing side in 2010 World Cup, they didn't win it. Argentina were the best footballing side in the 06 World Cup, they didn't win it. So you can be the best footballing side, but it doesn't mean that you will end up winning thy competiciones. All right, before we go, let me just make sure I've done all of these dubs right now. Where are we? Okay, so finally from your boy. Hold up, the fuck? Hold up. Let me get this dub for your boy YSK. La 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 la. Here we go. So from YSK says Penaldo dribbling. You see, here's my thing. Before we roll out and everything, in terms of justice and what's fair, I hope Lukaku does something interesting for the rest of this season.
I don't think he does. I feel like he'll do it this season.
No, Ralph. Me too. I'm not sure he does, but Ralph, I just think based on the amounts of abuse he's received, it's. I just think it would be fair.
The thing is,
If
you
he didn't.
can't call him a flop. He scored like in the Premier League. He scored
Look,
more
it's
goals
hate,
than
man.
Drogba.
Guys. Look, no,
You
guys
can't,
just
you
want to
can't
hate.
take it too seriously, man. You can't.
Guys just want to hate. Just want to hate. Guys, look, man. Thank you guys for being here with us, man. And yeah, we'll be back here tomorrow night. Now, COVID is going crazy. Because man has question.
Yeah,
I don't
we've
know.
seen 4 matches.
I think games are going to be cancelled
postponed.
because this Omicron thing is real, bro.
Look, I think we might see the stadiums being emptied again.
Yes.
We might
Yeah,
go
most
back to
You know,
that.
I was thinking that when I
Lockdown
saw like
Pulisic.
the games, I was saying, bro, like, because I think it's that this is the highest COVID numbers in the UK since like the start of the pandemic, and I was like, how are these stadiums full, bro? If you have all these people all together and they're all full, bro, we're getting empty stadiums for sure in a few weeks. Now, here's the thing though: they say that Omicron doesn't lead to many deaths yet, but it leads to loads of hospitalization. So the lethal nature of Omicron isn't really a big deal yet. It isn't really a big deal yet. But my thing though is, I do feel like we're going to get empty stadiums. But guys, what are the things? There'll be a show tomorrow, news roundup, talking about news, any previews of games that are happening, just general chinwag and stuff like that. So what's happening? But guys, it is what it is. Shout out to your boy Eric, your boy Ralph, your boy Abdul. Wasn't today for your boys Chelsea, Liverpool. They roll on and they do their thing. Peace out. Stay true. One love. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.